Like, you have impact. You are on live. So what you say, people are going to like absorb that and they're going to start thinking like you. That's just how it is being a influencer or being on fucking YouTube. You have impact with your words.
Bitch, I thought he wanted to kill himself, bitch. How come he's all happy and smiling? I'm confused. What happened to I want to end my Minecraft account? Anyhow, I'm getting too hot, and I didn't mean to get that hot.
That's okay.
So I'm just going to leave because it's not really you. You're right. It's not you. Well, it's a little bit you, but not mainly you.
I would say something that'll get me in trouble. I'm just going to shut the fuck up.
Oh, God. Yeah, maybe don't, Tina.
Go ahead.
Right.
My boss just called me a bitch twice on live. Go ahead. Call me something, please.
Keemstar literally came up during his birthday stream and said, look, I've talked to Scooter behind the scenes. I know a little bit about his situation. He is not baiting right now. And then people are still saying, like, he's lying. He's doing this for, like, to get people off his back. Like, Keemstar literally confirmed that he was being legit. Like, I don't know what else you people want.
Right?
And something I'm getting really annoyed by is when I hear people say, Scooter is messing with Bus by leaving. Scooter is messing with Amberlynn by leaving. Scooter is messing with Fat Camp by leaving.
I'm just trying to be honest. Scooter quit again, and people are wondering if I'm going to give him another shot. I feel like I've quit. I've quit giving him shots because, you know, when he quits, you know, I'm trusting him to be in primetime and run one of the biggest shows, and it up one of the biggest shows. But not only that, it up Fat Camp. You know, there's thousands of dollars and days of planning going into Fat Camp, and now it's because Scooter's not going, Amber's not going, the entire bus is not going, and it's all because Scooter couldn't deal with the fact that Steak was talking to him. Like, everyone's over. You had the responsibility of hosting the primetime show, and you just everyone over.
Bro, this is the biggest. This is some straight up bitch blood shit, dude. I don't get this. I don't understand this.
Look, it's just not true. It's just not true.
Okay.
You know, because, you know, he gets exposed for the sweet tea bullshit, right? And then all of a sudden he's sick in the hospital. He was texting people when he was in the hospital, but didn't respond to me and Mike. He's still when he was getting pressed by Steak. He's still, but then he appears on a live stream, 3 days later?
Mm-hmm.
Fine. I'm good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Move my life.
Okay, I don't know all of Scooter's lore. Steak, you said that in the DMs. No, I'd never claimed to know all of his lore, but I don't stand with people making fun of other people's mental health and actively trying to make it worse. So Scooter did that to you. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that, and fuck Scooter for that.
Well, Poopa Cheese hangs out with a man who was talking to a motherfucker that kicked his autistic son in the head.
Yeah.
She's still on here, right?
Yeah,
right?
Fupa. You're a problem, Fupa. But it is
I
what it
wasn't
is.
hanging out with him.
You moaned for him.
You didn't moan for him.
I moaned to piss Shani off.
Wow.
Not for him.
That's creepy. That's irresponsible
actually funny
IRL weird.
Speaking about things you might need, I heard you're not going to Fat Camp anymore.
No, I'm not. So I was only going for Scooter. Like, Scooter really wanted me to go. Like, it was actually really sweet, and we're friends, and I would have loved to meet him in person. And him and Gigi were coming to get me. That was the plan all along. It was all planned.
Yeah, I said it on Rebel. I've said it multiple times now that I did not know when it was first said. Scooter 100% volunteered me. That was not a lie, so we're not going to twist that.
Somebody gave you an opportunity of a lifetime. Listen, when I came to the LCU, I came in December. I could not go to Fat Camp, Amber. My doctor said, no way. You know what Keem said? I gave you an opportunity, life-changing money. You owe me that. And I said, you know what, sir? You're right.
Least favorite, super easy, Charlie Gold. And if I have to explain why, then I just ain't got the time. I ain't got the time.
I want an independent woman if she working with something. I want a slim fine woman with some twerk with her. See, got a lot, but I can work with her. Want a big fine woman with some pop, 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 with some twerk, twerk, with some pop, 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 with some twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop, twerk, pop, pop. Bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down. Around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, around and stick your booty out, stick your booty out, bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 bounce your booty up and down, 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 touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, touch your toe, up and down, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, touch your toe, bounce your booty, touch your toe, bounce your booty, up and down, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, your booty out, around, your booty out. She ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. She ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. She ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. She ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, work with her. She ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, work with her, now 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 work with her. She ain't got a lot, but I can work with her, now 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 work with her. Walk with it, now work, 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 walk with it, now work. Your booty out, now work, walk with it, 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 now work, walk with it.
Hello, guys. Happy Saturday. We are here to continue with this mess. To anyone watching in real time, thank you so much for being here. To anyone watching during playbacks, I appreciate you. To all my channel members, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to my mods who are always here holding me down, I appreciate y'all so much. Now, before I get started, because obviously earlier I'm trying to clean and just have a few things prepped so I don't got to do too much tomorrow because tomorrow's the big cleaning day. And I get a tag in Discord. One of my mods tagged and said that Chantel was asked to stop filming. I just knew right there I need to tap into whoever was live at the time because I'm cleaning, right? Milky's live. So I'm like, oh, I got to see this. And thankfully, Milky delivered because she played it back a few times. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. So the purpose of this stream, to be clear, is Amber, but we will be revisiting Chantel's stream from today because, it's just like, you know what? That's how I be knowing. That's how I know when that dirty, smelly bitch missed me because she do shit like this. Now I'm going to have to tap back in for a second. Say less. Just imagine a 400-pound smelly, sweaty, angry specimen just rolling down the street, probably looking like she's talking to herself, right? But really, she's talking to a stream of hundreds of people, cursing out the cars. just, girl, you not scared? It was such a mess. I was just like, you know what? Maybe we should tap back into Chantel real quick. Again, I have to edit it, so give me a few days, but oh, baby. And I already know the thumbnail that I want, so I'm going to send that to my thumbnail guy. So I was just like, Chantel, you got to learn one of these days. And she never will, so I'm grateful. I was... Actually, before I get to the support, that's what I'm going to do. Let's play that clip real quick. Oh my God, I'm gonna get to the support and thank y'all. Oh, actually, speaking of real quick, because one of my favorite things is the the pre-chat when you guys are giving like your guesses for eyeshadows, because low-key y'all giving me ideas for future looks. Ghost flowers, not today. It wasn't silver today, but you definitely, I think I might do, okay, it won't be silver, but I could do like a metal charcoal sparkly eye. Because when you said that, I actually think I already know which palette I'm going for or I'm thinking of, but it wasn't that. It wasn't pink or gold, even though like that would eat. That would eat. Blue, close, close, but it wasn't blue. Very close though. Very, very close. Listen, let's just take a quick look, real quick, because I had to get the quick clip and edit it down. And then I just want to take a quick peek at Chantel, because I had to download this real quick. I said, oh, bitch, let me download. I don't even know if you can delete streams on Kick, but I was going to make sure I downloaded it just in case you can. Let's just take a quick look at Chantel politely, respectfully being asked to stop filming on private property. Even though it's a mall, it's still private property. Real quick.
I'll go here.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Welcome, sir.
So unfortunately, we're not allowed to live stream or record inside the mall. It's against mall policy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm just going to have to ask you to maybe...
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, as long as you're inside the mall, there's no filming or...
Is there a sign?
I have the
mall
policy with me if you want.
That's okay. That's okay. Okay, I will end it. Okay, well, someone ruined the fun for us, so no more bees in.
She ended the stream. You would think, all right, she gonna head home, obviously a bit annoyed. Keep in mind, she can just call these places in advance, just to double check if she could record in there. But, she leaves the mall. And again, this is just a little bit. We will revisit this, but this was so good. This was so good. And I was cleaning, so I couldn't stop because I really need to get a good amount done. So I couldn't stop to stream it in Discord. So shout out to Milky for streaming in real time so I could listen while cleaning. Listen real quick. And again, the purpose of the stream is Amber, but just please indulge me.
I hate jealous people. Jealous, bitter motherfuckers. And yes, I'm allowed to tell you off in Ramadan. I don't give a shit. Yep. I don't know if I'll be able to make it all the way home on this thing, but we're gonna...
Baby, when I tell you, I was over here crossing fingers, toes, everything, looking up a Bible scripture to help that scooter die. When I tell you I wanted all of this to be rounded out with that scooter dying in the middle of the road, and for anyone who's like, oh, that's awful. Yes. Are you new to me? Yes, I know that is awful. That's an awful thing to think and want, but I just wanted that scooter to die right there. I promise y'all the freak out, because this is a little mini rage, but the freak out that would have happened if the scooter died right there in the middle of the road. Keep in mind, she's not even on the sidewalk. Like, please, I am begging. I need that scooter to die right now. And I just kept listening, and I'm like, damn, it's still going. It's still going. It sounds like it's struggling, but it's still going. Oh my God.
Try. It's kind of slowing down a bit because it's cold as fuck. Life in the back, in the bike lane, surely make you lose your mind.
Do y'all see how close these cars are? How is she not scared? How is she not scared? Get on the sidewalk. And I understand she takes up most of the sidewalk. Understandable. Get on the sidewalk, though.
Nah, I'm just gonna move on with my life, Chudster. I don't give a shit, honestly. Whatever. You're not allowed to live stream. Boo hoo, big babies. Fuck the Saint Laurent Mall. Fuck haters. Fuck losers.
Chantel is barely dodging getting hit by a car. Out of breath while saying this in a scooter. Fuck haters. What is there to hate on, dummy? I'm in the comfort of my home, standing, walking around, wiping things down, vacuuming, things that Chantel struggled to do, laughing at this clown. Stay mad, haters. Bitch, define hater for me, actually. There is nothing to hate about this. There was parts of the stream I was getting nervous because I'm like, oh my God, is she about to get hit? Because low key, and before I say this, I know this is going to sound awful, but I like to stay true to myself. One of the only reasons I don't want, say Chantel to get hit on stream is because I don't want another reason to why I'm going to hell to be displayed. Because I'm going to laugh. I don't want you to think for a second, be like, oh, call somebody. No, I remember there was one time she was driving, I don't know, whatever was next to her house. And I already started playing the scenario of her scooter getting hit and she just rolling and rolling and rolling down the street. I don't know if I wrote it out or I kept it to myself because I know that sounds fucked up. So sometimes I gotta keep these things to myself. Sometimes I'm like, damn, how far down in hell do you want to go, bitch? Maybe just keep these thoughts to yourself. So that's how I'm like, let me just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Just really think about it. Because you know that cheap ass scooter get hit, baby, it's flipping. And then Chantel, remember how she rolled down the hill? She'd be rolling down the road. And then she got hit in that bike lane. She did. Okay, so you see the green. Hold on. Let me run it back. You see the green, right? So let me run it back. I'm going to hell, Jesus. So imagine, right? Boom. She get here. And it won't be like big, just a little tap or something. And it's gonna collapse because it's so cheap. And she's gonna fall out, and you're just gonna see her rolling past each green line, each green line just rolling, rolling. Like it's some type of video game. She's just rolling past each green line. And like in your head, each point goes up every green line that her body keeps rolling past, you know? So it's like a video game. Yeah, it's like a video game. I don't know. Yo, I really don't want to go to hell, but I know I am. It's okay. Let me get to this. So next time you see Chantel in the title, just if you join me, just know you might go to hell with me. So when you see Chantel next live stream that I do, which will be the live stream after that, because I already have the next one edited. It's another Amber one, but the one following that, when you see Chantel in the thumbnail, if you click onto that live stream and join, you're going to hell. I'm just telling you right now. Sorry. Let me get to the support and then get to why we're here. So fucked up. This is so fucked up. Where did I go wrong? Okay. Focus, everyone. Focus. Huh. God, focus. Kabiro, thank you for the support. Shout out to Gur, Bjork, Funny Sunny, and everyone else in VC today. Yeah, shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. And hold on. I want to always make sure I get your name right because Bonapins, I don't know, sometimes it's a me thing. It's definitely not a you thing. But shout out to Bonapins because you have been holding down the low-cal bus streaming pretty much every single night. Here y'all go. Listen, right? I want to know something. I've had my Discord for years. For those who don't know, I have a Discord manager just because I'm not good with technology and stuff, right? So I found out about the stages thing. So that's where I stream most of the time. I thought only one was allowed. One of my mods the other day say, hey, why don't you just do a stages for mods? And I'm like, that would be genius. You can have more than one. And they were like, I could double check, but I'm pretty sure you could have more than, bitch, you could have more than one. This whole time I could have had my mods have their own. I just didn't know. And I'm just like, damn, I've been doing this for a while. Why didn't I know this? Why? Why? So shout out to my mods, especially the ones who know way better than I do. And definitely shout out to my Discord manager because yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but oh, Fury, thank you so much for the support. Thank you, Charlie, for going live and keeping me entertained while I do wedding crafts. T minus 34 days and still so much to do. Baby, congrats. And yes, get comfortable. Don't worry, relax. Listen. I ain't never been married before, so I'm gonna give you this advice as if I'm an expert, but it's because I've been to many weddings and have helped friends and loved ones. Listen, something is gonna go wrong the day of, but you know what? No matter what it is, even if it's the smallest thing, nobody's gonna remember that. They're gonna remember how beautiful you and your partner looked. They're gonna remember the love story that's playing out in front of them. That day is gonna be unforgettable. Do not stress yourself more than your guests are going to love it. That is your day for you and your partner. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be magical. And it's going to be a day that you tell stories about for decades to come. So breathe. You're good. You're good. And I hope you have an amazing, beautiful day when that day comes, boo. And keep me posted. Shoo. I love celebrating y'all. Sounds like a you problem. Thank you so much, boo. Remember to like the stream. One like equals one more Amber freak out. Let me tell you. Well, honestly, they've just been back to back. You know when the real freak out comes? When the whole surviving Keemstar, when those start to roll out, Amberlynn's is going to be a mess. And speaking of surviving Keemstar, there's been so much going on. The thing with the LCU, it's something every day and sometimes every hour. Scooter left. Scooter has since gone live twice. There's another guy, I think his name is Denmark, that was leaking shit too, which is kind of what inspired the title, even though this has been a criticism of the LCU for some time. Don't get me wrong. This is not my genius idea. A lot of the LCU does seem like a cult sometimes. And it really does seem like it might be easier to walk away from the military or a gang in Compton than it is for the LCU. I really think you can just walk away from a gang much easier than you can the LCU. It's just the freakouts, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And it's just like, God damn, simmer down. Calm down. My God. But let me get to some of the support so we could get started because I don't know what Amberlynn thought she was working for, especially since she claims she knows everything about the LCU. She's been watching them for some time. She's a huge fan. Why would you join this, you dumbass? Why would you join this? And why would you think Keemstar is going to give a fuck about Scooter's mental health? Keemstar only cares about the money being made. If you can make him a good amount of money or help in that, okay, help, care enough. It's fake, but please, that man don't care. And there's been a lot developing around Scooter, so I included some current clips too. It's a lot, child. That place, again, a half house with very little resources. Very little resources. It's crazy. Rice Pudin, thank you for the booster blanket fund. Speaking of booster blanket, and this is not where it came from. Shout out to K Buns. They actually crocheted this beautiful blanket and posted it on Twitter. Beautiful, beautiful blanket. And then I think, it was underneath it. I was just like, oh, like booster blanket line or some shit like that. It was so beautiful. But it was the first thing that came to mind, so I said that. If you guys can tag It's Nid in chat and wish them a happy belated 30th birthday. Happy belated, boo. I saw your comment, so I wanted to save it just so I could remember. Clanka, my boo. Thank you for 11 months. I needed this tonight. Watching Charlie Gold instead of getting somebody together is 100% proven to be good for your legal record. Don't do it, boo. And you know how we be having them conversations. Don't give it to them. And it don't matter if I'm being a hypocrite right now. Just don't. Just don't. Ain't even worth it, child. But shout out to you and thank you for being here. And yeah, go relax, please. Blue Phoenix, I saw this in chat. Hey, mama, I hope you enjoyed the intro. I hope you got your little jiggy on, but shout out to your mama. When I saw this, I thought it was so cute. Got my 87-year-old mama dancing at the table. I love that you guys still fuck with the intro the way I do, so I appreciate it. Rice Pudding, thank you. That song played in my head when Chantel was in the bike lane earlier today. Wait, the intro song? Now think about, okay. See, hold on. Now, walk with me here. So imagine like, walk with it. Well, and she's rolling past each green line. Remember the scenario I put in your head? I know that's probably not what you were thinking, but I mean, that would a good background track while she's rolling down the street, down the bike lane. Yeah. I mean, it would be nice. You know what I would love to see Chantel do? Walk to you guys know Saucy Santana's song Walk. Let me see you walk. Walk. I want to see her walk to that on the treadmill and on beat. I know it's impossible with Chantel, but still, I would love to see it. Sounds like a you problem. Purple. Oh, actually, thank you for reminding me. I appreciate you. Sounds like a you problem. It sounds like next stream is going to be a sparkly gray and maybe like silver highlight. You know, so sad. I should have actually sent you my whole collection of makeup. Like literally just sent you a video this whole time. I don't know why I never sent you that. But I'm gonna have to sit down with you one day and just show you the whole collection. Because sometimes I'll be running out of ideas. It's sad, but like I'm grateful how much a lot of my looks just are inspired by you guys. It really is. But thank you, boo. Thank you. I did use the Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place. I went in with, what is this? I think Makita. I went in with Makita right here. I was gonna go in with some more on my inner corner. And by the way, this gold, oh my God, hold on. Casablanca, this gold is gorgeous. I know it doesn't help I'm not wearing it today, but this gold is gorgeous. Like it's actually one of my favorite golds. I just didn't wear it today. See any more favorites? I actually want to wear this blue eventually too. Hold on. It's, there's makeup all over it. Dahlia. I think I wore Dahlia like once. This blue right here. I just love Juvia's Place. I said Julia. I just love Juvia's Place. But that's what I'm wearing. Let's see. Matt, thank you so much for 31 months. Ready for mess while doing a no commentary live. Listen, I appreciate you, boo. Thank you so much for being here. And it's gonna be a mess. That's for damn sure. And Keem, I think y'all already know this, but Keem fake as fuck. Keem is so fake. I don't know why any of his employees trust that man. But I will say this. I have a lot of criticism for the people who do join the LCU, right? I do, because I don't understand what about the LCU or what about Keemstar would make you want to work under him. But there is a part of me that respects the people who truly walk away, even though you've probably done a lot of fuck shit from the time that you were employed there, but that do walk away and are not scared to speak up about what that environment is really like. And that's going to be a future stream, because the first stream that Scooter does that Scooter did that everybody was upset about, I think that was like 3 hours long. So I have to trim some of that down. But yeah, Surviving Keemstar. Don't let Netflix get a hold of the LCU, because it will come out, just to be clear. Scrape Joke, thank you so much, boo. They see me rolling, they hating. Oh my God, could you imagine? See, Chantel, can't Chantel play copyright free or copyrighted music on Kick? Because I don't think Kick cares like that, right? She should actually do that. Like, imagine her just rolling. See me roll. Just this Muslim woman. They see me roll. Okay, stop. Everybody get it together. Pull it together. We are here to get down to work. And it's 30 minutes in. And who the fuck gave me a channel? Who gave me access to the internet? Zingcat, thank you. Charlie, I have to warn you that enjoying something as much as you enjoyed Chantel's current stream is bordering on inappropriate. Let me tell you, Zingcat, if you think this was inappropriate, don't let her trip, fall, or get hit by anything on stream. You gonna hate me. That's me. Welcome to the channel. JoJo's World, thank you so much, boo. Did you not see her scooter died in the street? Yes, I did. And hey, boo, it still was given, but there's just so much more potential there. Do you see what I'm saying? There's more potential. Yeah, we could get a scooter dying, but imagine during that rage if it died then, because she's already pissed. And if it's not gonna die, just like a quick Hyundai type, just tap her with a quick Hyundai. And I feel like that would add to the story because she used to have a Hyundai. So imagine just this Hyundai driving by and Chantel just a little tap. That's it. And then she would just go rolling. You feel me? So, just imagining things. Vera, I saw when you came in, and I want to say thank you. First of all, thank you for being here. Secondly, can my mods please link Vera's chat once again? I mean, Vera's channel once again. And if you have not checked out Vera, I suggest you do. And also check out their last few community tab posts. Vera has been one of the loudest creators in this space when trying to get YouTube's attention when it comes to everything that happened with Salty Crab. Because once again, it wasn't her words, or the words of creators in the LCU. But Vera has privately and publicly been really trying to get the word out and giving different viewers options, especially if you're on different platforms. She's very educated on different platforms. So please check out Vera. Her content is great, but she's also very knowledgeable on a lot of stuff. So please consider checking her out and subscribe. The fuck? I like her. So and thank you for being here, Vera. Rice Pudding, Milky kept saying, "Oh, wobbles to the light." Oh my God, there was something. Oh my God, there was something Milky said because I was listening to her while I was vacuuming. Milky said something and I had to turn off the vacuum and pause. I wish I remembered what it was. The thing with Milky, she says it so quickly and just off the dome. And I'm just like, bitch, you didn't think that? I was so gagged. I was like, Milky. And I was just laughing all the time. I forgot what it was. Oh my God, it was so good. Literally had to pause and stop the vacuum. That's why for anybody who was in Milky's chat, that's why I was in chat. I just came in to say I'm laughing with y'all and had to get back to cleaning, but oh, Milky's so funny. Milky is a funny human. Okay. Exactly, Queer Drop. Welcome. I feel like you were a member before. Either way, welcome back, boo. Hold on, let me get this pulled up. Y'all know how I do with this back end stuff. Let me see. Damn, y'all coming through a lot today. Jesus. And shout out to you, boo. Welcome to the Go Cluster. Jeez, y'all coming through. And I appreciate y'all taking the time to laugh with me with the Chantel shit, because oh my God. Life is so good, right? One thing about Chantel, she swear up and down people, what is there to be jealous of? Please. Chantel has been a cautionary tale wrapped in some type of social experiment / reality TV show you only get on, well, now Kick, I was going to say YouTube, but it's like, girl, a mess. But thank you so much, Allison. Rice Foodine, I'd risk my life too if I looked like, oh, one day I'm going to start reading these before I'd risk my life too if I looked like her. Oh my God. Chantel, log off. I don't know if you still stream. Just log off, boo. Just go ahead and log off for the day. So you'll be in hell with me. Got you. Got you. Remember what I said. My only rule, I call bottom bunk. That's my only rule. Emily, thank you so much for the support. She must look crazy rambling on that scooter. Very. Oh, very. Really picture. You just, I don't know, going to run some errands and you see. And you got to remember, Chantel is a big bitch. Like, but again, we'll go over that. We'll go over that in the future. Lily, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. I appreciate you so much. Shout out to the new members. Please get in, enjoy, and also you have access to Discord. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Gers. Welcome, welcome. Let me just make sure. Welcome to the Go Cluster. I appreciate you. D with love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Charlie, don't take me to hell along with the baby. I'm gonna rent a Sprinter for us, okay? Possibly a tour bus. Okay. After the next Chantel stream, I'm gonna rent, 2 tour buses for us. Just come on. Just come on. Hungry Hippo, thank you. So excited to be back into this. Had to take some time away from my TV. I respect it. Looking good, Miss I appreciate you, boo. And I will always respect anyone who knows, baby, this shit gonna be here. Let me take time out for me. I respect it. And thank you, boo. K-Buns, I was just looking for booster blankets. I was just talking about you. Thank you for the support, boo. Thank you for 12 months of support. Your blanket was so pretty. So many of you guys are so damn talented. Let me tell you something. I can't crochet to save my. Well, I can't draw. I can't crochet, but I know how to run my mouth, and I know how to edit, and I know how to do makeup. Look at that. See. I may struggle in certain areas, but I do okay in others. I appreciate you, boo. Vita Baddest, thank you so much for 6 months, Charlie. I needed that laugh. Got let go of my job, but now I'm suing for retaliation and harassment. At least I can disconnect here. Thank you, guys. Send Vita Baddest some love in the chat. And boo, if you have anything documented, make sure you pull that up, organize it all. And I wish you the best of luck. Just keep your head up. We here to laugh. And speaking of that, I'm about to get into it. Let me just get into some more support. But baby, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Exactly, Queer Drop. Thank you. Today's height is 8'2". Booster blankets on discount last night. Thanks, Amsa. Can we just talk about the amount of drags for Sharbubu and all these things? I am 8'2". You know, so crazy. I had saved this. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna end the stream at 8'2". But because Kabiro did say this, we're going to start the stream at 6'10". And if anybody's asking, how is it that your height changes? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just because you stay at one height, I don't know, talk to God, talk to your parents. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, we're going to start off the stream. I'm 6'10". Wait, no. What did Kabiro say? Actually, I want to make sure I get this right. Just in case one of y'all try to test me in the chat, I need to be able to remember my height. Yeah, 6'10". Mind you, I kept it on the screen. And then we're going to end at 8'2". We're going to end at 8'2". Look at this. Tell me this is not giving you Amazon. Thank you. Mercury boo. Hell no. If I'm going to hell, it's going to be because I'm a childless, communist human. Wait, I won't give Chantel and Amberlynn that satisfaction. They're just fast pass. Listen, if I knew years ago, I think it was in 2020, it certified it for me. In 2020, I was just like, you know what? If I stay, I'm going to hell. Oh shit. Hold on real quick, y'all. I'm going to start the stream. I'm actually getting an important call. I'm going to start the stream and I'll get right back to y'all. Sorry about that. One moment.
Have quite the episode, quite the heavy stuff to talk about today. And it's not just Amber. We're talking about Scooter. He quit on us yesterday.
Yeah.
if you haven't seen it, Scooter dropped a tweet last night saying that he was officially quitting the LCU. He's heading out the door. If you guys saw the
Sorry, guys. I normally try not to pick up calls while I'm streaming because that's like unprofessional. But just with vagueness, I guess you can say, I just have some personal things that I'm working through with a loved one or whatever. So if I ever have to take, sometimes I get important phone calls. So if I do get them while on stream, I have to pick up, if that makes sense. So sorry about that. Normally not my thing, but I can't ignore certain phone calls for now. So sorry about that. Okay, so the stream started and pretty much they're talking about the fact that Scooter had quit and all of that. He announced it and pretty much what's going to happen, which is why I believe Fupa and Amber's a clown. Fupa and Amber start getting upset about the response of the community, the response of other creators in the LCU, and really that tone was set by Keemstar. Hold up, let me.
episode, it was Valentine's Day, right? Where you guys had a conversation on here and he was
his birthday.
It was the day before.
Oh, it was Friday. Fuck. On Friday, he was talking about how he's not feeling so great. He's sad. He's down in his emotions, right?
Which does make sense. I don't believe anyone can remain in the LCU without having issues with their mental health. I think that's damn near impossible. I do, at least.
He's having mental health
issues, and he wasn't feeling it. He wasn't happy with what he's been having to do, so he stepped away as of Sunday.
Yep.
He said he had a
Now here you hear text saying, as of Sunday, which was what, the 15th or whatever, that Scooter had stepped away. Now, in this clip from Low Cal Queens, when there was like a bit of a back and forth between Keemstar and Gidgey, Scooter's mom, they go into a conversation where it's clear that Scooter has been trying to step away from the LCU. And that's why I say LCU's an environment and a network, whatever, that is hard to step away from. Because even while trying to step away, Keemstar is trying to reel you back in. There's a lot to criticize about Scooter. Trust me, about a lot of them. But if you have an employee who's struggling with their mental health, that's been trying to step away, constantly step away, and you're trying to reel them back in or have them give you more commitments, like, oh, you want to quit? At least show up for this, at least show up for that. Keemstar is one of the worst bosses to have. And then the guilt starts because Keemstar likes to say some of these creators are not men if they can't handle some of the things that are thrown their way, even if they're struggling with their mental health. They're not men. They need to be more like men. That's why the language too that they use about how you become stronger in the LCU, I forgot how it's phrased, but it actually comes off very abusive. So you're supposed to take all these type of things that are hurled your way that is not meant for a lot of people, but you're supposed to take it on and it's supposed to make you stronger. It's abusive language. It's weird. Like, it's so fucking weird. But anyways, back to this.
Conversation with you and Mike and said when he was out of the hospital and talking to you that he would come back for 1 week. Correct? Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
And then before that week was over, he extended it to April 1st and verbally agreed to do Fat Camp.
Okay, see,
Right.
he hasn't told me that part. He told me about
And
the
then
part.
and then the very next day after he verbally agreed to work till April 1st, right? And go to Fat Camp and do all that. Because I'm thinking the guy's like actually having mental problems and he needs time to like heal. That's what I'm thinking, right?
I don't think he was lying to me when he said it. I don't think and that's again, it's neither here nor there.
I do now because Gidgey, I think he's lying now about that because he's miraculously perfectly fine 4 days later.
I disagree, but okay.
So Keemstar and many people in the LCU are upset because obviously Scooter has, had announced that he's stepping away. He's struggling with his mental health, and a lot of them were upset that he went live on his channel. I could imagine the help it would be towards his mental health if he's no longer part of the community that probably was adding to the struggles that he had. I could imagine the weight off his shoulders. So maybe he did seem a lot lighter. Maybe he did seem possibly, maybe not happy, but just relieved. And that's what it is sometimes. Unfortunately, I don't know through personal experience. I just know through listening through the words of people from like documentaries. Sometimes that's what it is when you leave a cult. They just feel free. And Keemstar doesn't like his employees to truly have their own personal freedom. I feel like Keemstar believes that he owns his host. He's a weird man. Let me get to some more of the support real quick, and then we'll continue with this. Let me see. Oh, where am I? Way. Let me see. Damn, this must have refreshed on me. Oh, sorry. Let me see. Nat, thank you. I love when you say sucks. Love from Brazil. Thank you so much. One of my favorites is when people I've heard that before, and when people like I've seen viewers like the way I say stupid. So when I'm called, I guess in the moment, the way I say stupid. But thank you so much, and shout out to you, Boo. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, Agatha. Thank you. Rice Pudine, 1 like equals 1 extra booster blanket. Good thing I don't need many. Thank you, Boo. Burnett, I appreciate you. Thank you for 6 months of support. Beautiful as always, our Black Queen. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. It's Nid. Love the purple. What brand is it? You look so pretty. That's how far behind I am with the support. Because now it's the Juvia's Place, the masquerade. Wait. Yeah, the masquerade. But thank you. I appreciate you, boo. And happy belated again. Smee, height of the day is, oh, you meant to put 6, boo. I'm telling you, them androids have been acting up on you. Because you said 3-2. Height of the day is 3-2, but I know you meant to say 6-2. But girl, listen, baby. Get that android looked at. Because the typos that I see y'all write in this chat, Apple would never. Apple would never. I appreciate you, boo. Jax, thank you. K Diddy, it reminds me more and more of Andrew Tate. The FBI needs to open a file on him if they haven't already. Listen, I don't actually compare him, Keemstar and Diddy. I don't compare them lightly. I genuinely feel like there are a lot of parallels. And if you have a lot of parallels with someone like Diddy, get help or get put under a jail, please. And thank you again for the support, boo. Know me. That's it. I'm making a Chantel Scooter playlist. Also, update on the guy. We are now official. Shout out to you. I love that. Can you tag Know me in the chat, please? With some crowns, with some flowers, with some sparkle. I appreciate you. Actually, some hearts too. And shout out to you. I know that's right. They better treat you good. Thank you so much, boo. Oh, can you do me a favor? Rice Pudding, can you tag me in Discord? Because by now it definitely has gone by. Can you tag me in general if you remember the comment? I know that's asking for a lot, but just in case, tag me in general in the Discord, please. I appreciate you, boo. Just finished a crawfish boil without shitting myself, and I still look fine as fuck. I know that's right. Happy Saturday, Charlie. That sounds really good. That sounds so good. Thank you so much for the support. Damn, I haven't had that in forever. Yeah, it's been a minute. Thank you again, boo. Chloe, thank you. I wish everyone could see the full dance routine my husband did to Charlie's intro song. Clearly, he's a fan too. You look bomb as always. Thank you. And shout out, hubby. I hope you enjoyed. And the name of the song is always flashing across the screen towards the end. So you guys can enjoy. And I actually think that artist had listed the video on YouTube. So you can always save it. I'm pretty sure they uploaded it to YouTube. And thank you again. Let's get back into it, y'all.
Now, a lot of people have been taking that and running with it and saying, "Fuck him! He doesn't deserve to be here. I hate Scooter. Bad thing this, bad thing that." I know Amber has been feeling a certain way about it. Feels like Scooter's being attacked when he can't come up here to represent himself, right? Fupa, I don't know if I've heard your take on it. How you feel about this whole drama around Scooter?
I'm
I'm
really
about to share my take.
I don't want to start crying, but like I am really fucking sad. Like I feel like even before I got here, every time this show seems to get in a groove, something happens or someone quits or someone gets fired, and then we start getting in a groove again, and then we start going, and then we just like keep hitting a wall is what it feels like.
You know what that sounds like to me? You know how back in the day Diddy couldn't keep a group together to save his life? There was always issues, and at the core, it was always Diddy that was truly the issue. A lot of these hosts, a lot of these channels, it's always a revolving door because the atmosphere itself is a fucked up place. Like the only way you can thrive in the LCU is if you're willing to lose all of any bit of your self-respect that you may have left and worship Keemstar, not questioning Keemstar, doing anything he asks of you, no matter how damaging it can possibly be to your digital footprint. And I'm actually going to have that conversation in a future stream because, as you guys know, there was that big conversation that happened the other day with Amber, Tina, and all of them about Tina saying the N-word and everything. I actually clipped some of that down because Tina and a lot of white people in the LCU are under the impression that Tina can say the N-word because she has a biracial son and she was married to a black man. Bitch, I don't give a fuck. No. White people using the N-word is racist, period. I don't care if she was sucking that black man's dick from the back every single day. No, that's not her word to use. And speaking of that too, let me actually see if I have it saved, because there was this whole conversation about like, oh, her son is black, her son is black. Okay, the fuck that got to do with anything? And I've heard Albert say this. For those who don't know, Albert is her son. I've heard Albert say he's straight many times, right? So if her idea is that she can say the N-word because her son is black, why is she saying the F word if her son is straight?
Go ahead.
Oh, water first. That's nice.
This is the wettest Tina's been in years.
All right.
Johnny, get all up in Tina's face.
For those who may not have caught it, after he poured the flour, Tina said, "You fucking F slur." Now, I know some people might be questioning where that clip came from, because if you go back on their channel on Local Queens, it only goes back 6 months. I don't know the reasoning for that, but their content only goes back 6 months. The reason I have that clip, I actually screen recorded it back in December 2024. After Chantel was doing her thing with them, and it seems like they really wanted her to go, join the LCU. I just wanted to start watching what these shows were. So I'm watching some of their content. I'm just like, ew. I mean, she's a bigot, so I get the appeal, but I'm just like, oh my God. So I just so happened to screen record that. I meant to actually tweet it, and I don't know if I ever did, but I was going through some clips for that conversation when I go over that stream. I was like, I know I have a clip of Tina saying the F slur. Baby, I was scrolling. And I was like, oh yeah, it's right here. Tina says the N word, she says the F slur, all these things. Tina's a bigot. This is no longer on their channel, but I screen recorded it myself. So there's that. There's that. But and to be clear, Tina said herself that she's not sure if she won't say it again. Keep in mind, she's said it many times through the years. And there was a video by Roxy that I downloaded because she had some other examples of Tina thinking she was muted, but she wasn't. And she said nigga again to her son. So it's very much in her vocabulary. And I don't give a fuck who her son is, who her ex-husband is. Bitch, you are white. That is not your word to use. And this whole idea like, oh, I could bring in 10 people who will okay it, and I could drop 10 locations where those 10 people don't fucking matter. And that one leg won't matter. I've seen white people say the N-word in a wheelchair and get knocked off. But that's just, anyways, that's for another stream, Luby, thank you so much for 8 months stopping in to say hi, replay gang, but love y'all. I appreciate you, boo. I appreciate you, and thank you for 8 months of support. Just Jamie, I'm personally waiting for one of Foodie Scooty wheels to pop off while she's scooting down the road. We thought she had a tantrum today. Yikes, could you imagine? Or like a quick flat. Oh my God, if it gets a flat, right? And then it tilts and then she falls out. Okay, reel it back in. Thank you, Just Jamie. Shayna, thank you so much. Charlie, who gave me access to the internet? Me, Spectrum, barely. Barely. You see that shit, right? The other day I was listening, right? My jealous ass. Because listen, y'all, I was listening in to the support group. And I hear Yaba saying she getting all new internet. All new internet. For those who don't know, for a long time, both Yaba and I had Spectrum because Spectrum low-key got a monopoly out here. Like, I think a lot of people, or most people probably have Spectrum. And she's switching to T-Mobile. So low-key, I'm just like, must be nice. Must be nice. Because a few of my neighbors tried T-Mobile. They didn't like it. They said they had to go back to Spectrum. So I'm just like, I'm not even going to try and put up with that. But like, I'm going to listen in when it's fully installed just to see her enjoying her high-speed internet. Oh, so annoying. Nixie, thank you. But Charlie, you got take the top bunk. I see what you did there. You're over 6 foot and I'm only 5'2". I see what you did there. And that does make a lot of sense. But I just to stay humble, I want the bottom bunk. Yeah. Because a lot of tall people would complain about the bottom bunk, but to remain humble, as tall as I am, I'm gonna take the bottom bunk. And listen, I'll put you on my shoulder, give you, get you up there. I got you. See how I did that? See how I did that? Does it sound believable? Yes? Okay. It sounded believable in my head, and that's all that matters. Jactise, thank you so much for 8 months. I have to hide watching Girl World because my roommate wants an intervention. Shouldn't have told her about the catch drama. Oh God. So now a closet watcher. Just throw in some, when it comes to this community, just throw in some healthy lies, like things that would make sense, that make it seem like we're not ridiculous. Like, for example, tell your roommate Chantel went for a walk today and was just venting. Instead of saying she was scooting down the street, out of breath, just say she was on a walk in the park and venting. You see how that sounds? Well, actually, don't tell that lie. Don't tell that lie. It's too far off from what could happen. I take it back. Let's get back into Amber.
Yeah.
And me and Amber both agree on this, that we really love the dynamic between the three of us. And yeah, it's not a fun time right now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna start off by saying, like, I am gonna cry. God, I was on here, I cry. What the fuck? Okay.
Poor Tech has to deal with 2 emotional bitches tonight.
I know. I don't like seeing, like, I'm like disappointed by the LCU right now. When it comes to hosts, when it comes to viewers, like,
Keep in mind, she didn't mention the person who owns the LCU, Keemstar. He sets the tone for a lot of this. But continue.
Scooter isn't doing good mentally. Like, that's very obvious based on like his birthday stream, him like crashing out. That shit wasn't like a joke. That wasn't fake. Me and Fupa were not expecting that whatsoever. And it's just like, instead of people caring about Scooter, like people are dragging him. Someone can be like literally have everything in the world, everything they need. They could be rich, they could have a family, they could show like they're happy, and they could still have the worst mental health and like, you know, off themselves. So it's like when someone finally is just like open about it, like in front of thousands of people, and people are just like, he's manipulating, it's not real, it's whatever. It's like, what the fuck? Like, he's literally showing a vulnerable side. And it's like, don't even get me started on Steak. I'm like disgusted by him, honestly. Comparing Scooter to Epstein, to CD-ROM. Do you know what Epstein did? To compare him to Epstein is fucking disgusting.
Amberlynn is saying this while working in the LCU. I've lost count of the amount of disgusting things that are hurled from host to host, host to viewers. Literally on Locale Live, Boogie and Steak will be going back and forth, and Boogie will be wishing horrible things on Steak's children. And that's part of their gig. It's weird. It's pathetic, but that's what Keem wants. That's what the type of entertainment that he wants to offer his viewers. And a lot of them go with it. Even though, yes, a lot of it is scripted, but they hurl some of the most disgusting things at one another. So that comparison was light work. And we'll hear in a recording later on that actually Locale Glass played a few days ago. Keemstar still thinks Scooter should have not cared about that comment. While Amberlynn is sitting here crying, the owner of the company pretty much called Scooter a bitch for stepping away. He's a bitch. So she may be upset with this host and that viewer and all of that, but say that to the person who created all of this, the person who encourages all of this, her boss.
To say that Scooter is dangerous for this community while you sit on panel with a fucking racist.
She said that, so I had to make sure I put back up the illustration that was on panel with her just days prior. But, you know.
Or you sit on panel with a fucking guy who threatened to fucking squash and kick your baby, bro. You have schizophrenia and you want people to be compassionate for you, but you can't even do it for someone you used to call your friend that you met IR fucking L, bro.
Don't try to scam my fans by acting like, oh, you're still cool with them, but you just had to get out to figure out what you want to do in life and this and that. Because the only thing bad that was happening to him over here is that he was questioned by his own mistakes. Now that he's out on his own or whatever, he's still going to be questioned by his fucking weird mistakes. Nothing's changed.
Like,
the reason I included that clip is because Amberlynn's like, oh, you know, this was speaking about Steak. You met Scooter and hung out with him and all these things. But that clip, that's the man who owns that whole community. And those are his words after everything going on with Scooter. And here's the thing. It's not to say that there aren't any behaviors or conversations that have come out about Scooter that Keemstar shouldn't be upset about. Like apparently there was like a group chat with Scooter and a couple of other hosts in the LCU where they were thinking of branching off and just doing their own thing, streaming on their own separately away from the LCU, like completely walking away. And that upset Keem because I believe it would probably take some viewers with them or things like that. I could understand, like, damn, that's fucked up. That's grimy. But there are so many different ways that Keemstar could have handled a lot of this. And he just continues to show he's a piece of shit and a horrible boss. He is going to drag you. And I feel like the reason he makes these things so public when hosts leave the LCU is so that other hosts will see it and not try to do the same. So he makes it very loud. Because if you lose a host, he has what, 24 shows? You're going to lose somebody here and there. Not everybody's going to stay. And there are some people who are going to figure out this ain't for me. But he drags this out and makes a big spectacle of it because he wants other hosts to be fearful to do the same thing. I truly believe that's why he does it like this.
You have impact. You are on live. So what you say, people are going to like absorb that and they're going to start thinking like you. That's just how it is being a influencer or being on fucking YouTube. You have fucking impact with your words.
Bitch, I thought he wanted to kill himself, bitch.
Before we get into this clip of a boss speaking to his employees, Amberlynn just said, while sitting in the LCU on one of their platforms, you have impact with your words. Does she not hear the words that come out of the LCU? That come off of her show alone? Locale Live? Locale Queens? Of course, words have impact. And she still decided to sit her big, fat, dookie ass in the LCU of all places. One of the trashiest corners of the internet. But yes, words have impact. Yeah. And this is Keemstar going off on Gigi, calling her a bitch multiple times. He's a boss. These are his employees. It is so odd the amount of disrespect these hosts accept from Keemstar. Because I'll be damned. I better hear sirens soon. Pull that person over. That was unnecessary.
Bitch, how come he's all happy and smiling? I'm confused. What happened to I want to end my Minecraft account?
I would imagine
this
I
has
would
been a
talk
weird
to the
turn of events.
28-year-old man that said it, not his mother.
Weird turn of events. Anyhow, I'm getting too hot, and I didn't mean to get that hot.
Real quick, I just wanted to grab this. Dark. I'm not saying in the sense that I give a fuck about Gigi. Let me read your comment. I don't care if Keemstar called her a bitch. She said the N-word. She said the N-word all the time. Oh, I get that. Don't get me wrong. It's fuck Gigi. But what I'm pointing out with that is Keemstar and how unprofessional and horrible he is. You know, I'm like this, like multiple things could be true at one time. Like fuck Gigi. Keemstar, you're still unprofessional though. And keep in mind, Gigi's still employed there because of Keemstar. It's just he's extremely unprofessional. He's actually abusive in a lot of ways when it comes to how he treats a lot of his employees. So I don't want you to think like I'm giving some type of pass to Gigi for her past bigotry. No, it is fuck Gigi all the way. But it's just the mentality and the behaviors that are within the LCU. That's what I'm trying to point out, especially because it starts at the top. It starts with Keemstar. That's all I was trying to say. Okay. Just making sure. I don't want y'all to think like I'm rooting for these people. No, not at all. I didn't want y'all to think I'm doing that in anyway.
That's okay.
So I'm just gonna leave because it's not really you. You're right. It's not you. Well, it's a little bit you, but not mainly you.
Gigi wants to fly off. I can tell.
How's that celery, Gigi? It's all right. Just take a deep breath, have a little bit of fun. Fuck it.
I would say something that'll get me in trouble. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
Go ahead.
Oh God, yeah, maybe don't, Tina.
Go ahead.
All
My
right.
boss just called me a bitch twice on live. Go ahead. Call me something, please.
And you are impacting the way that people think about Scooter. And it's fucking gross. You're a fucking hypocrite. And honestly, Steak, like, nah. The things that you said about Scooter today, like, makes me look at you completely different.
Keemstar.
I just want to make sure I read this off. I'm sorry, but I hate how Amber tries to make us feel bad for racism and misogyny while sitting next to the people who spew that exact rhetoric. She is the last to educate us. And that's why she got so much backlash when trying to come at Tina. Because she's literally in the environment of a whole bunch of bigots, but then wants to sit there and say, like, oh, you shouldn't say this, you shouldn't say that. And please believe I do understand and I do acknowledge there are people who have said racist things in the past, who have done a lot of harm in the past and have educated themselves and actively put in work to no longer do that. Those type of people exist. I don't believe that's Amberlynn. If that was Amberlynn, she would not be working for the LCU. When I was and I'll say it real quick because y'all know this by now, but when I was approached to go on Locale Live because of everything that happened with Chantel, it was an immediate no. It was an immediate no. I was very respectful about it because it was Keemstar's assistant who reached out to me. It's Keemstar. It's his company. No. At first, I simply said no, thank you. And then they came back because I think there were a lot of people like tagging them, like, get her on. You're the one, like, saying get me on because like receipts and all of that. And I could paint a better picture for them. But when she came back, I was like, no. And then I felt like I might as well like tell her respectfully, the reason why is because like I don't like Keemstar. I don't like who he is. I don't like a few things, but I kept it respectful and I was just honest with her, like, me and the LCU will never be a thing. And then she came back again and she was like, okay, what if you don't go on Locale Live and you go on Locale Queens? So then you don't have to interact with Keemstar. You don't have to interact with Boogie. Cause I told her like, I don't like Boogie either. Cause the whole cancer thing. So go on Locale Queens. So then you can talk about everything Chantel related over there. And then you don't have to interact with Keemstar or Boogie. And I politely reminded her, this is still Keemstar's company. I won't be any part, like I can't be part of anything related to the LCU. No, thank you. My content is there. Fair use is there. If somebody uses one of my clips, it is what it is. But I will not be going on any platform having to do with the LCU. Fuck those people. And she said, oh, I respect it. I understand. Thank you for your time. Like, she was very kind, very respectful, but fuck Keemstar. Please, what I look like up there? Absolutely not. My grandfather would have been rolling around in his fucking grave if I took my black ass up there on the LCU to say anything. I'll criticize Chantel from my little platform. I do it just fine. I've been doing it for years. I'm good. Let me get to some more of the support. Laura Bunny, thank you. Just got here, Queen, sipping Taki Japanese whiskey. The purple is giving. Thank you. It makes you 6'6". To me, just found out my first love and best friend. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Life is a ride. Chantel had a Kia boot. Oh, it was a Kia? It wasn't a Hyundai? You are so right. Where did I get Hyundai from? Who got a Hyundai? Y'all, which one of the locals got a Hyundai? Or am I just thinking of a Hyundai? You are so right. She definitely had a Kia. And we know this. It's okay. It's late. That's the excuse I'm going to give myself. Jack Tees, thank you so much for the gifted membership. I appreciate you. And to the new member, enjoy. Let me see. Adivia, thank you so much for the support. Let's add more. Oh, they see me rolling. They hating. My scooter dying. Hold on. My scooter dying. It's dying. I'm so big. Wait, my scooter is dying. I'm so big and dirty. Oh, okay. Give me a second. They see me rolling. They hating. My scooter is dying. I'm so big and dirty. We're just gonna go with that. I'm so big. I can't catch the melody, so I'm not doing it justice. But actually, maybe I should not be saying that before somebody clip my ass. I'm literally sitting here singing, I'm so big and dirty. I'm so big and dirty. If anybody clips that and post it anywhere, add context. Don't play with me. And thank you, boo. Sounds like you problem. We are all going through we all going hell. Let's just hold hands and leap in at the same time. At this point, let's oh my god, we were doing prayer circles. We were doing prayer circles in the Discord because Milky said to do a prayer circle. So we were doing prayer circles in the Discord for Chantel Scooter. Y'all ever think like sit back and think like, damn, we ain't shit? Because sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, we ain't shit. But I'm okay with the reasons I ain't shit, not because of the LCU reasons. Kwanka, thank you so much. Charlie is getting top bunk. Hold on. Do y'all see this? To people in Discord, to anyone who watches Zeus, listen to this. Charlie is getting top bunk, and her roommates will be the Chin and Summer. If you know, you know. Kwanka, when I tell you I would handcuff you to me, and then I would handcuff you to Summer. Oh, yeah. Natalie, I could handle, because number one, I could beat her. I could beat Summer too, but it's Summer's smell. I'm not dealing with Summer's smell, especially not in hell. It's already hot. Kwanka, I'm handcuffing you to me and Summer together. And I'm giving her a piss cup. For those who know, you know, it's a lot. Don't judge me. I watch a lot of mess. Anyways, Rice Pudine, she's just panicking because lack of blanket. You know, the bullying that I endure on this platform, it's not justified. But thank you for the support. Cramblins, thank you. Welcome to the Go Cluster. You watch Supreme, so you have access to the Discord. Not you apologizing for being employed. Girl, take the call. No, it's not that. It's not that, unfortunate. I wish. It's not that. It's not like you got us staring at the ceiling repeatedly, like you know who that part. True. I just never try to be that type of streamer where I take calls because I do think it's actually really rude. It's just these calls are actually really, 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 really important, unfortunately. So, but thank you, boo. Old Lady Pending, thank you. I used to work for a company where people got matching tattoos. I used to work for a company where people got matching tattoos with the CEO. Similar vibe about people leaving, even though they specifically forced on helping people grow. CEO is in jail now. Not matching tattoos with the CEO. What the fuck? It's and I know I say a lot of things in like a joking manner or I add lightness to it. I'm not kidding when I say surviving Keemstar. I genuinely can see it being some type of like 5-part documentary. And I'm not kidding with that. And thank you so much, boo. Rice Pudine, they said their car broke on them last week and was able to get it replaced. Some people in chat said my previous super chat and hyped them up. They mentioned how you helped them keep their chin up. Oh, I didn't see that. And shout out to y'all. Thank you. You know I'll be missing Matt. Actually, give me a second. Speaking of, hold on. You know what would actually help me? Give me 1 second. Because the truth is, I struggle. Well, I think you guys can tell. I struggle a lot to keep up with chat. And my mods are really the only thing that can get my attention sometimes if I don't have my manager in my ear producing. So, Rice Pudding, I add you as a mod because you actually do try to get my attention a lot. And seeing now their shields, I don't know why the wrenches got taken away, but okay. Now their shields, seeing y'all shields actually helps get my attention. Anyways, let me get back into this. Y'all know I talk too damn much.
Literally came up during his birthday stream and said, look, I've talked to Scooter behind the scenes. I know a little bit about his situation. He is not baiting right now. And then people are still saying like he's lying, he's doing this for like to get people off his back. Like Keemstar literally confirmed that he was being legit. Like I don't know what else you people want.
Right?
And something I'm getting really annoyed by is
listen to this right here.
When I hear people say Scooter is messing with Bus by leaving. Scooter is
messing with Bus by leaving. Okay, continue.
Is messing with Amberlynn by leaving. Scooter is messing with Fat Camp by leaving.
I'm just
Scooter is messing with Amber by leaving. Scooter is messing with Fat Camp by leaving. Amberlynn is tired of hearing people say that. But this is Keemstar saying all of that and so much more. It's almost as if he sets the tone for a lot of this. Let's take a listen. This was played as one of the recordings that Keemstar posted to that very large Discord that has a lot of their viewers and hosts.
Trying to be honest. Scooter quit again, and people are wondering if I'm going to give him another shot. I feel like I've quit. I've quit giving him shots because, when he quits, I'm trusting him to be in prime time and run one of the biggest shows, and it fucks up one of the biggest shows. But not only that, it fucked up Fat Camp. There's thousands of dollars and days of planning going into Fat Camp, and now it's fucked because Scooter's not going, Amber's not going, the entire bus is not going, and it's all because Scooter couldn't deal with the fact that Steak was talking shit to him, comparing him to CD-ROM or something like that. I don't know. You guys seen part of it on live. And again, I'm not trying to talk shit on Scooter. I like Scooter, but what? Like, everyone's fucked over. You had the responsibility of hosting the primetime show, and you just fuck everyone over. Just like when you were a community manager and you had the responsibility of keeping the secret that Sweet Tea was pregnant, and you just fuck her over. It's just like, just fuck everyone over. And then at the same time, try to play the victim. It's crazy. And I don't even want to say what I'm saying because I'm not trying to talk shit, but it's like, bro,
Can I have a fucking opinion? Bro, this is the biggest, this is some straight up bitch blood shit, dude. I don't get this. I don't understand this. When you're doing a show and you're a public figure and you're doing a show in front of thousands of people, people are going to talk shit to you. That's part of it. Are you just going to quit because someone talks shit about you? I'm lost. I don't get it. I'm very confused.
Look,
Before we continue, I want to say it doesn't matter the size of your platform. There is nothing wrong from stepping away, whether it be your own platform, a platform that's built with a lot of other creators. There is nothing that makes you stepping away bitch blood. And let me be clear, it's fuck Scooter for a lot of different reasons. There's a lot of problematic things that he did within the LCU that he claims now he regrets. That to the side, there's nothing wrong with that. There have been plenty of times, even me, at my peak, I would step away from my platform for months at a time without saying a word, where I knew if I continued, where my burnout could lead me. Sometimes you can't juggle everything, and that's okay. When you come back, whoever's meant to be there, whoever is going to catch up with you, they're going to catch up with you. It don't matter if there's a big event. Imagine, right? Okay, let's just say, because I know there's a lot of speculation and a lot of questions about if Scooter was being honest about struggling with his mental health. I'm going to repeat, I don't think there's one creator within the LCU who's not struggling with their mental health in some way. Let's just say he pushed himself, he's pushed his concerns to the side and went to Fat Camp. For anybody who watched Fat Camp, calling it a circus would be a compliment. It is wild. And if you are not doing well mentally, you really shouldn't be going to Fat Camp. So it sounds like, especially from the clip I played earlier, where they really wanted, where Keemstar really wanted Scooter to just stick around, at least make it through April 1st, even though he clearly was trying to quit. That could have pushed him in such a negative way. But Keemstar don't care about that. He just cares about the potential money. That's why he's bringing up, the lost and potential income because Amber's not going. Amber was never going. Amber was never going to go. And it seemed like the only reason Amber was considering it was because of Scooter. Well, the person she was using to consider it is struggling mentally. And then what? If something happened afterwards, then what? Or during Fat Camp. Not like Keemstar will push people and word it as he's making them stronger. No, Keemstar, in my opinion, abuses a lot of the hosts. And they vie for his approval, his attention. It's fucking weird. Keemstar is not God. He's a short, insecure bitch who found a way to capitalize off of a lot of people with low self esteem, little self respect, and a lot of mental health issues. That's who Keemstar is. It's that simple. Before we continue and before I get to ranting, we're going to take a quick break. But today's break, especially because I've been all over the place, it's going to be a dance off. For those who have seen it in the past, you know what I mean. Be right back.
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up, meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're thinking your pace, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end.
For future reference, if I ever mention a dance off, just know that's what I'm referring to. And of course, Zach wins all the way. But if I ever mention a dance off with the breaks, that's exactly what I'm referring to. I'm going to get to the rest of the support. Charlie gains height every bond break. Oh, period. I thought it said something else. Look at me, defensive as fuck. Thank you, boo. Let me get caught up with this support. I need help. I really, really, really do need help. Oh no, I saw this one. Thank you again, Boo. Bella, thank you so much, Bella Batty, for 8 months. I appreciate you. If I don't see you guys in the next days, please pray for my success this weekend. I need all positive vibes. Guys, tag Bella Batty in the chat, please, and send them positive encouragement. I got you. And I've never confirmed, so I'm not going to say names. Like when you guys privately share your achievements, but I want to congratulate the viewer who recently reached out to me and hit a huge milestone with their education. I just don't I don't want to tell people's business. Even though you guys do share, I prefer you do it publicly. But to the viewer who recently got their degree and who is continuing on to their next on top of that, shout out to you. Again, I'm just not saying your name because I didn't actually ask for your permission. So, but to all of you guys who are going after your dreams, working hard, doing what the fuck you have to do, doing things that a lot of us can't do, keep doing it. And I'm proud of y'all for real. It inspires me. So I shout out to y'all and be very proud of yourselves. It doesn't matter what the achievement is, if it even feels small to you, have the right community around you because they'll let you know how big it actually is. So shout out to y'all. Queen Red, Charlie, since you're 6'2" today, I'm no longer 5'8". I identify as a dainty 5'1". Period. Period. Sounds like it's okay. Queen, look at you. I would help you. But thank you, boo. Let me see. I'm so behind. But let me get back to Amber real quick. Where is it? Okay. One moment, y'all.
It's just not true. It's just not true.
Okay.
You know, because he gets exposed for the sweet tea bullshit, right? And then all of a sudden he's sick in the hospital. He was texting people when he was in the hospital, but didn't respond to me and Mike. He's suicidal when he was getting pressed by steak. And he's suicidal, but then he appears on a live stream, 3 days later? Be fine. I'm good to go.
Right.
Move my life. I mean, this is just a horrible thing to do to fans too. And by the way, they're not your fans. They were given to you, but
listen to how he likes to belittle them. And also, Gidget ain't shit, but bitch, get a backbone. What you're not gonna do as my boss is sit up here in front of thousands of people and keep dogging out my fucking son. If you want to take this into a private call, we can do that. If you have questions about his hospital visit or questions about what may or may not be true, but what I'm not going to do is help you create content around my son. Again, fuck Gidgy, but get a backbone, bitch. I don't care how much she may or may not make in the LCU. The fuck? My son? But Gidgy and Scooter's relationship is a bit weird anyway, so it's not shocking. But the way Keemstar sits there and belittles them, and remember, these fans were giving to you. They were not your fans, okay? The fuck?
Horrible thing to play with fans.
I never said they were my fans. I know they're her fans. I don't have fans.
I know, but I'm just saying in general, him, I'm suicidal, I'm sick, I'm this, I'm that. It's all alternative motives, he tells his audience, I'm never quitting on this ever again, and then quits just because, Steak calls him a gooner,
Can somebody do me a favor and confirm, is this a troll? Or is this actually Gidgy from the LCU? I need someone to confirm if that's the actual Gidgy or not. Can one of my mods check for me? Let me actually see. Because I know you fucking lying. Girl, out of all chats for you to end up in, why would you choose this one? That's her real account. If that is the real Gidgy, I don't know why you would choose this chat to come into, but seeing that you are here and present, I don't want you to think this is a safe space for you. The slurs like nigga and nigger that you was tossing out there while drunk, a lot of white people don't actually end up doing that. Keep in mind, yes, I'm here to criticize your boss Keemstar, but I could also criticize you at the same time. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a racist bitch. And at least what you could do, because there's a lot of racist people out there that support their children and do the right things in the moment, and you're still being a punk ass bitch right here in front of thousands of people. I don't know if Scooter actually went to the hospital. Only you know that truth. But you racist bitch could at least have your son's back and not let this man clown you in front of thousands of people. Last I heard, when your son leaves, you leave too. Maybe you should get to doing that. Because there are many struggles in this world, and you chose to be a bigot. You chose to be a punk ass mama, and you chose to be a someone that Keemstar of all people can walk all over. Get a backbone, bitch. And then get on Google and educate yourself around the N word and why people like you shouldn't be using it. And also your co-star, your co-host, Tina, I don't give a fuck how many black dick she sucked in the past. She doesn't get a pass for it either. So while you were up there making excuses for Tina, because yes, I watched that, I'll be covering in a few days, you could come back when I educate you and Tina, because I understand maybe you not wanting to listen to Amberlynn, who's a hypocrite, a white woman who's a hypocrite, but me, my black ass, I'm here to tell you that is not Tina's word to use. That damn sure wasn't your word to use. I don't give a fuck what you were drinking in that fucking bottle. So get on Google, go open up a book, go purchase a book, and read up on it. Why would you come in my chat of all chats, you fucking clown? This ain't a safe space for you. At least when I disrespect you, it's for the right reason. Keemstar does it because he never had respect for you to begin with. That's probably why you were hired. You and your son. And that's another thing. Why the fuck would you be in a community like that with your son? It's pathetic for you. And then you think it's a good idea for your son? Girl, go to therapy. Get help. Fuck.
It's like none of it makes sense because that's not the reason. Because then you follow it all the way back to January when they're making plots to basically snake this entire universe.
Bro, I'm sorry, but anyone's mental health comes first. You better always choose yourself first. If you're in a fucking situation where you notice, oh my God, my mental health, choose that shit first and fuck everyone else.
Let's talk about mental health. The LCU has been affecting your mental health since you've been here. It's been affecting Fupa Cheese's mental health since she's been here. It's been affecting Tech Protect. It's been affecting me. It's been affecting all of our mental health. This place is nuts. It is every single day.
Like sometimes you have to be a selfish person, and there's a difference between good selfish and bad selfish. So no, Scooter isn't fucking with Bus. Yes, it makes Bus different and it's depressing without him, but he's not fucking it up. He's choosing himself, and that is what is important.
That's what I don't like. You know, in the LCU, yes, we shit talk, we do whatever. It's when you start making claims that someone is doing something illegal or something that could really affect someone's life outside of the LCU. I don't think that's okay.
It's not. Scooter is a man in his 20s who is not in a loyal relationship. Who he wants to flirt with, he can flirt with. That doesn't make him a predator. It doesn't make him creepy. It just makes him a single man.
What they're going on and on about is because of the connections that they were making when it comes to everything that happened with Iceman. At the end of the day, and the other clown, Fupa Cheese, finally starts to make the connection. There is an imbalance of power. When it comes to that, I think he was the community manager, and DMing viewers like that, it can be seen as problematic because it is. It really is. And here's the thing: if you're a creator for any period of time, no matter the size of your following, there are going to be times that people hit you up, people get in DMs and all of that. It is your responsibility. However you choose to respond, shut it down. Be respectful about it if you can, I guess. Depending on the approach, or just don't respond at all. Don't leave that room there. Don't leave that room there. And Scooter, in my opinion, from what some of the things that I've been trying to like get caught up on when it comes to Scooter's past in the LCU, Scooter had a lot of problematic behavior when he was in the LCU. And some people can actually look at that and it does look predatory. If that wasn't his intent, well, guess what? Impact outweighs intent. And Scooter himself was on the stream the other day saying there's a lot of mistakes that he made. And there's a clip later on in the stream that Tina said the other day on Locale Queens, and I'm just like, and that's the problem. And it's connected to Keemstar. We'll get to it in a moment. We'll get to it. And you'll kind of get the picture that I'm trying to draw when it comes to that. Suscat, thank you so much for 9 months. From the back, new new options unlocked. Y'all never heard that? Suck dick from the back? Y'all never, you know what? I'm just gonna pretend I heard that somewhere. Yeah, I heard that somewhere. Thank you for 9 months. Kendo, thank you, or Ken, sorry. Thank you for 10 months. I love that shade on you. Hope you enjoy your weekend, Queen. Thank you. We getting 24 inches of snow tomorrow. Bread and ooh, listen, good luck. Stay safe. I do not miss snow. Sometimes I do, but for the most part, I don't. Stay safe, boo. Please stay safe. Funko Sunny, thank you. Tina's having a mixed son makes it worse, in my opinion. Thank you. She should know the implications and hate behind that word, unless she just ignores half of his race until she needs to say the no word. The thing with that, and I'll get more into it in a separate stream because I know I've been like jumping from topic to topic. When you do have a child outside of your race, it's even more important to learn, especially learn something that's not your lived experience, as important as that. Because a lot of people, and I'm not biracial, I'm speaking from a place of someone who has listened to a lot of my biracial friends. Sometimes the self-hate that grows within a lot of biracial people, it started from home. It started from home. A lot of people believe like, oh, you can't sleep with this type of person if you're racist. You can't do this if you're racist. You had a whole black child. That's not true. There are people who can love their children, sleep with a partner in spite of them being the thing that they hate or they look down on. But that's where a lot of self-hate grows. That's where it starts. Unfortunately, is from the home. There are a lot of microaggressions that sometimes come from, say, that parent. It's not okay. And this whole idea, oh, I slept with this person or I grew up around that person, that don't mean shit. Because you grew around these people or you lived around these people, but what the fuck did you learn? You're a white woman thinking it's okay to say the N-word. So find different people to educate you. Or matter of fact, go educate yourself. Let me actually rephrase that. Educate yourself. And thank you, Funko Sunny. It's me, Toots. Thank you so much for 7 months. Miss Charlie, wow. Purple is for royalty. Of course, it's fitting for a 6'3" queen. Thank you. And I have a brand new grandbaby. A brand new grandbaby Toots coming in June. Congrats, boo. Congrats. Love y'all. But also fuck Akeem. Yeah, and his whole ass barnyard too. That part. Thank you, boo, and congrats on your upcoming bundle of joy. Make sure you spoil them. I don't even gotta tell you that. I already know you probably are. Queen Red, thank you. Tina really thinks that because she has a biracial child with a black man and lived in the hood, she thinks she could say it. That, Tina, that does not stop you. Exactly. From Dome Pieces Knocked Off. That's why when her Albert was saying like, oh, I could call in this amount of people that will back her. Those amount of people won't save her in a lot of different locations. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And I was going to wait until the next stream to say this. How old is Albert? Why the fuck does Tina have him in the LCU? That's a young man. Digital footprint is a real thing. A lot of y'all mom son duos in the LCU, be better. I get it. Maybe their options are low. Maybe they don't have anything to offer the real world, so they might as well throw it all away in the LCU. Don't do that with your fucking kids. Up there on the LCU saying the dumbest shit, doing the dumbest shit, and that follows them. I would hope their kids have dreams to be something bigger and much better than the LCU, so keep them out of the LCU. That's a piss poor job as a mother if I have anything to say about it. Why the fuck are you co-signing your child being in this shit?
That's literally all it is.
Okay, apparently Scooter shares all of his information in his DMs, and apparently some of you girl world people that are in the chat right now have been sending him nudes. Well, guess what? He sent your nudes to like a bunch of other people.
Yeah, so my boss saw your vajinky and your nipples.
And the biggest problem with Scooter is Scooter doesn't take this shit serious, all right? He will be serious when he's sober, and then when he's drunk, he's telling everyone everything. Just like the fucking nudes, right? He gets nudes from a girl. What does he do with those nudes? He immediately sends it to me on air. Bro, you cannot, if you receive nudes from a woman, you cannot send them to me.
Bro,
No.
You joking? I did not know about this.
It was on a show. It's not a secret. I mean, I wouldn't air it out if it was a secret, but he literally did it on a show. He's like, yo, Keem, check out what these girls are sending me. I'm like, bro.
Scooter was saying that he had a girlfriend and at the same time was getting nudes from these women online and was like, Keemster, you want to see? Look at this. Look at this hottie who's reaching out to me.
Listen to this from Tina when it comes to the nudes that Scooter sent to Keemstar.
I know why he did that.
Because he's
you
a
wanna
boy.
know why he did that?
He's a bad.
Exactly.
He's a bad boy.
And he also thought Keem was his daddy. How many
Yeah.
times do we see it see it over the years that he respected Keem? Everything Keem said was the gospel when we know it was bullshit sometimes. And he fucking licked the fucking ass crack of Keemstar. So he thought he would send it to his daddy to say, listen, somebody's interested in me. They show me their titties.
And
The type of approval that some of these hosts try to get from Keem, and let me be very clear, Scooter is responsible for his own actions. I don't care how much he thought that was okay. If the person said it was okay, sending that to Keemstar, sending that to anyone is disgusting. It's problematic and it should be criticized. But the reason I wanted to include that clip is because it's something I do see within the LCU, how much these men seek his approval, how much they are okay with the way he talks down to them, he degrades them. That's some of the behavior that I feel is cultish in there. They want Keemstar's approval so bad. And what Tina saying like, oh, Scooter looked at him like a father figure, for the little bit that I've been able to learn, Scooter's father is a horrible person, like mistreated him, a lot of different things. So he does look up to Keemstar, but he's looking up to a trash ass man. And to impress that trash ass man, he thought it would be okay to send him nudes. And let's be clear, Keemstar doesn't actually have a problem with that for real. That man is trash. Ugh. Queen Red sure was. I wasn't shocked one bit. Wasn't Keem Boogie and it was Mike passing around Chantel's nudes online? Yeah, her OnlyFans stuff. Yeah, those men are trash. That's why I don't know what Chantel went up there. Trash. And even if, right, Chantel gave permission, like, sure, because Keemstar asked, as a boss, why the fuck would you even ask that? See, there's a tone you're setting there. Disgusting shit like that can happen as long as you get approval. Chantel said, yeah, in the moment. According to Scooter, whoever this viewer was that sent her nude said it was, yeah, okay, send it to Keemstar. That's crazy. Keemstar set the tone for this environment, for these things to happen. It's disgusting.
will say, like, I feel like if Scooter is flirting with people, like, that's one, like, whatever. Like, should he be doing it? Probably not, but, if he is, whatever. But I feel like if a girl told Scooter, like, I don't fucking like you, fuck off, I feel like Scooter would respect that person and not, like, harass them.
Yeah.
1000%.
What is up? I saw that I was a discussion point. Figured I'd call in and help out. Amberlynn Reid, you said you don't like fake people, and you're crying over one of the fakest motherfuckers that ever got host in this universe.
What makes him fake, bitch? What makes him fake?
He was literally just on the last stream caught being part of a gooner squad that was listening to private phone calls that a host was having with a sex worker that was working their way into this community.
I'm sorry, but you want to know something? Here on the locale bus, we've already talked about it, but no.
I hate when she puts on this voice in this act. It's so pathetic, and you can tell she does this when she's struggling to actually communicate and articulate the point she's trying to make. Because this completely loses me. If I was the one having the conversation, this loses me.
No one fucking listens to Amberlynn fucking Reid. I talked about it when fucking Scooter was in the hospital, but no one gave a fuck.
If he
but
was in the
now
hospital.
people, no, you shut the fuck up. Now people want to do fake outrage towards fucking Scooter while he's gone. Fuck you for that.
And this right here is one of the reasons why I did want Amberlynn at Fat Camp. I want to see Amberlynn have these face-to-face disagreements, have these face-to-face arguments, have that same fucking energy. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I want the angles and all of that. And if somebody is willing to hit her in the back of the knees so she falls, sure, I would love that. But this is definitely the top three. In the top three. I want to see her do all this, do all that, pop her shit, fuck you, all these things in their face. I want to see her and Tina have the face-to-face argument. I want to see that. I want to see Amberlynn and Zay go back to back, face to face. And obviously far apart because, you know, Zay might disappear. That's another thing. Seeing average sized people next to Amberlynn is actually something we don't get to see often. So I'd love to see that. What was it? Last Fat Camp, sometimes they were just rolling the stream while they were in the kitchen, like making a drink or grabbing some food. I want to see Amberlynn waddle to that kitchen island and make a plate while, say, Rosie from Jersey is making a plate too. I want to see that side to side. I want to see that. Go ahead, have that same energy in person because we all know you don't, bitch. And I get it, she was never going to go, but I would have loved to see these arguments happen in person. Let's see how much her neck rolls. Let's see how much she's raising and pointing and all of that. Please. Oh, I would have loved that. Mercury, thank you, boo. Amberlynn doesn't have impact on everyone because we don't take her seriously. So they only impact. Yeah, I thought she was about to drag her. Oh wait, you are. Impact she has is on the ground when she and on her knees and them ankles, please. Them $2 flats is still hurting her in a lot of ways. Thank you, boo. Rice Foodie, I knew you'd love the double break. Thank you so much, boo. That purple gives you 7-3 vibes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you, boo. Lily Doolittle, thank you so much, boo, for the super sticker. I wish y'all could see the super. Well, no, you probably saw it in chat. It's wrecked. Thank you so much. Thank you, boo. I love that super sticker. Thank you. D's nuts. This is why I'm okay with being an intern on the LCU. The more I pay attention, the more I'm good. Started a channel instead. I feel like I've heard of you, D's nuts, and I'm trying to picture you in my mind, and that's not shade. It's just there's a lot of y'all over there, but I don't know your history. This is me going off of me not knowing what the fuck you said over there. Because again, I question a lot of people over there. But please think more of yourself. Like you just said, you started a channel, go with that. Again, I don't know your history, so that's just me just going off of not knowing anything you've ever said or done in the LCU. You do not have to degrade yourself and lose pieces of yourself to make it on this platform. And the idea of making it on this platform looks different for a lot of people. You will find your community. Stay consistent, you'll find your community, and you could build off of that. But working under Keemstar, that's just my opinion. But I thank you for the support. Again, I don't know if you've said anything problematic, but I'm going to just roll with it for now. Scram, Mr. Just For Me is nothing but a bully. F Keem, exactly. Fuck K Diddy. Stupid ass. Thank you so much, Grim. Rasputin, round two, let's go. Yes, I did. You did enjoy it. Thank you, boo. Alrighty, Allison, your ass got saved if it won't let me send Spectrum's customer service number. I'll get you next time for the second break. Listen, I know deep down, Allison, just like a lot of you guys, especially for the couple of hundred that leave during the break, I know deep down y'all love it. I know y'all love it. I know y'all do. Y'all have to. Let me tell you something. Sake. Molotov sake for y'all who were not in chat. I don't think it was the last stream. I think it was the stream before that. I will never forget your name now. Still can't go over the Salty Crabs channel terminate. Yes. Keemstar is still here making profit, exploiting people. Yeah. But y'all, the fight ain't over. Again, please follow Vera. I'll keep y'all posted on anything else we try to do. The fight ain't over. It ain't. We're gonna try our best. I do miss seeing Salty's notifications. That's for damn sure. And I will never forget your name. Never. Oh my goodness. Let me get to this. Hold on. I'm almost caught up. Almost. Wait. Hold on. Wish. I'm gonna mess up your name. That's the only reason I'm not completing it. But thank you so much for joining the Welfare Fund. Welcome. Ready, set, EBTs. Thank you so much for joining the Welfare Fund. Thank you for doing your part in keeping my black ass off of welfare. Thank you. Shout out to you. Because I wanted to say Wishfully TV. If it's not Wishfully TV, I know there's not L's, but I feel like that's what you were going for. Just correct me in chat. 511 energy right there. I appreciate you, boo. Love when you drag racists, especially during Black History Month. That part. That was another thing. Tina saying that shit and saying that there's no that she'll possibly be saying it again in the future during, but obviously no day is okay, no month is okay for a white woman be saying the N-word. But for you to say that shit, especially during Black History Month, Tina, are you dumb, bitch? Well, yeah, that's why you work in the LCU, actually. Thank you, boo. Rice Pudding, stay here if you want. Gidgy, you will be so dragged here. That's a promise. That's why I said, bitch, it ain't safe for you here. I don't know what. And granted, it's not like everybody knows who I am. Clearly, I'm a very small channel when it comes to, social media. But it's just like, girl, this was the wrong chat. Wrong chat. Vajinki then saying nipples is beyond odd to me. Amber's weird. That's the problem. Amber's a weird bitch. Let's get back into it.
Scooter, real quick, you are getting accused of giving this
that's not
sex
true.
test.
I already typed in main chat. I did not tell him to goon. I will wait for fucking receipts if he just wants to lie on me. If you guys want to believe it, then Keem, I invite you to set a fucking goal to fire me because I am tired of fucking people lying about me every single day while I'm in a hospital or otherwise. I'm not gonna be fucking Iceman's fall guy for whatever the fuck he did. I'm sorry, I'm just not all right with it. Thanks. I got a show to get ready for.
Well, that wasn't much of a defense if we can't ask questions, Scooter. I'm sorry, that was horrible.
The reason I wanted to play that clip, while Amberlynn's so upset with other hosts and viewers and their opinions, look at how the boss is handling this. Look at how he handled one of his employees being exposed once again for sexually harassing more viewers. That's why my thumbnail is what it is, because Amberlynn is a clown and Fupa Cheese is a clown. Look at where you work. And this idea that, oh my goodness, people should have compassion for someone struggling with their mental health. In the LCU, that's where you would expect that. As much as Amberlynn hates her critics, hates the reactors, they had more compassion for her during her cancer diagnosis than the LCU would have ever had. Let's be very clear about that. Amberlynn, haters this, haters that, reactors this, reactors that. And she ended up in a community with people way worse than the people she's hated for damn near a decade. Fucking clown.
That was
not a good look.
He ran away. His bitch ass was invited multiple times onto my shows, and his last DM to me was calling me a punk ass bitch, but he was too afraid to come take
I'm sorry.
responsibility for his
literally-
actions.
You want people to be compassionate towards your mental health and your schizophrenia and your white
I'm not
vans?
asking anybody for that. I'm not asking anybody for that.
Bullshit. That's bullshit.
I fight the fuck. I fight it. I get the white van shit constantly. They were asking for a donation goal on my stream today to change the TTS sound to white vans.
I literally don't give a fuck, actually. What you are just... what you're
Honesty,
proving to
finally.
me- No, I don't give a fuck about you. What
Yeah,
you're
let's be
proving-
real. Be real
What
then.
you are proving is that you are not compassionate towards Scooter. What if, like, he actually is having mental health issues? And
The cult leader, Keemstar, is not compassionate to Scooter. They are following suit. This is the environment that Keemstar has fostered. I don't know why Amberlynn would think it would be any differently. Like, be so fucking for real. She's asking for the impossible. She's in a dumpster asking for clean shit. That does not work like that. That is a cesspool over there. To be clear, I would never be over there, but I could only imagine to be in the LCU, my mental health would probably plummet within the first week of being there. The truth is, and I was gonna bring this next stream, so there might be some repetitive shit when it comes to the stream that I will have with the conversation around Tina. I actually genuinely am shocked when I see Black people in the LCU, when I see Black hosts. When I saw Yo Mama go over there after all the criticism that he had for Keemstar, which was right, with a lot of the predators over there, to see him go over there, I was just like, so that's the thing with that comment, the Cottonfields comment, it wasn't shocking. It still takes me back a little bit because, like, damn, racism just flows in the LCU. It flows obviously in a lot of people, unfortunately. But when I saw Yo Mama go over there, I'm like, what did you think was gonna happen in fucking LCU? Be for real.
And that is the reason why he is acting the way he is.
He came up on live and attacked me for having mental health issues like 2 months ago.
And
what are you saying? I thought you didn't like fake people.
I know nothing about that.
To be fair as
Okay,
well,
I'm
if I can
telling
add
you,
on
I
that
came up here
stake,
to tell you.
to add onto that, it's well known, right, that I have had my bouts with mental health shit, right? There's a joke in the Discord about me wanting to kill myself when I was like 19. Scooter also did joke about my suicide attempt, right? Historically he did say, maybe you should have fucking put bullets in that gun, Tech Protect. Maybe that would have been a better life for you.
So if we're currently trying to be like, okay, well, 2 wrongs, like he wronged me, so I'm allowed to wrong him.
I'm
then
not.
if that's how you want to teach the community and you want to make impact like that, is that how you plan on teaching your children too? Like, that's not the way it works. 2 wrongs don't make a right.
Okay, I don't know all of Scooter's lore. Steak, you said that in the DMs. No, I'd never claimed to know all of his lore, but I don't stand with people making fun of other people's mental health and
The moment I heard Fupachi say this, I was like, bitch, are you okay? Fupachi just said she doesn't fuck with people who make fun of other people's who like are struggling with their mental health. The same Fupacheese who was egging on and causing more chaos with Rev and Shani, the same Fupacheese who was moaning for Rev and Shani to set Shani off, to have more reactions. Bitch, are you okay? Do you listen to yourself before you say these words or no? You don't fuck with people who do that? Fupacheese went out her way to insert herself into Rev and Shani's drama. 2 dangerous, abusive, mentally ill people who have actively been all over the internet for years demonstrating exactly why you should stay away from them. But she doesn't fuck with... Okay, right. Whatever you say, girl.
actively trying to make it worse. So Scooter did that to you. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that, and fuck Scooter for that.
Well, Poopa Cheese fucking hangs out with a man who was talking to a motherfucker that kicked his autistic son in the head.
Yeah.
She's still on here, right?
Yeah, Fupa, you're a problem, Fupa. But it is
I
what it
wasn't
is.
hanging out with him.
You moaned for him.
You didn't moan for him.
I moaned to piss Shani off.
Wow.
Not for
That's
him.
creepy. That's
No,
that's
it was
irresponsible
actually funny as
IRL
fuck.
weird. So
So Fupa Cheese was moaning for Rev to piss Shanny off, and she just said it herself. It was funny as fuck. So those words she just spoke, let somebody else say it, especially while working in the LCU. And prior to the LCU, she was still a fucking joke. Imagine moaning for Rev for any reason. Just disgusting and dumb. And that's exactly the type of people that Keemstar wants.
So, the fact that now he's calling me whatever the fuck and whatever, like, why can't a single man, like, that's like being on like Tinder or something. You have a lot of fucking DMs, bro. Like, it is what it is. Like, I don't see anything wrong with what Scooter was doing. So if that makes me a fucking creep, call me a creep.
Amberlynn's a creep. Amberlynn's been a creep. Amberlynn has a history of predatory behavior herself. There's a reason why Amber is in the LCU. Just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page.
I mean, I guess I understand what people are saying about like the fact that he's a host. There's a power like dynamic issue at play. And if we're gonna like get on Iceman's ass for being in girls' DMs and fucking being weird,
There's a big difference. Iceman was asking people for money for his like dick pic or something so fucking offlandish. Scooter would never do that. He was just flirting.
Yeah. The thing that Steak's talking about directly was he was on a live stream saying, "Thank you, Amberlynn. Now that I'm working with you, I have all these women in my fucking DMs. I'm gonna get fucking laid, and it's all thanks to Amberlynn."
He was just saying that because Girl World has a lot of girls in it. He was just fucking joking.
I honestly
People cannot take everyone so fucking seriously all the time. Like, holy fuck. Can you read some of the fucking
we'll get to the super chats. Posh Josh says, Team Steak and Team Amber. What's missing is the lore from last summer when Lacey and Sweet Tea outed Scooter for sending late night messages to two women and then deleting later when sober. Steak and Tech have seen a larger behavior set.
And even though this is edited, they had nothing to say to that. That's very problematic. Very. Rice Pudding, no one listens to Charlie Bleeping Gold. I know that's thank you for that. And I've noticed you guys mentioning how YouTube has been limiting a lot of things y'all could say, even in chat, just regular chat. I don't know what's going on with them, but thank you, boo. Oh, Deez was the one cosplaying as Amber. Okay. Oh, actually, I don't recall her saying anything problematic. Deez, if that's you, please start your channel and move on, please. I actually remember her, and thank you. That's why I love it, but also it's just like, oh, we're part of the problem. Thank you for y'all who've been keeping up with a lot of this stuff to help me through understanding a lot more about the LCU or remembering just a lot of shit about the LCU in general. So thank you, thank you. Live Lux Lounge. I like your name. Live Lux Lounge. Goals. Thank you so much, boo. Charlie, you're such an important and needed voice in this community. Love you down. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And I appreciate y'all because it's been a long road, and I appreciate y'all, and I will continue saying this, those who are more open to actually hearing me these days. Because a few years ago, it was tough out here, but thank you so much, boo. Fire, it's Abby. Sorry. Thank you so much for the support. Hi, just joining stream, but want to show support. I love this community and the motivation is giving me. Still studying for my financial mathematics exam for my career, but got a great raise. I know that's right. And shout out to y'all. And please, in the chat, please tag Fi and show them some support. You got it, boo. Keep studying, keep moving forward, and it's yours. Just Jamie, thank you. I just did a live investigation. Chantel has received 2 DoorDash orders in less than 2 hours. Chinese with extra peanut sauce and then Is she still going to Malaysia? Nah, Malaysia ain't happening. Malaysia is not happening. I saw a clip on Twitter and Discord the other day where and thank you, Just Jamie. Chantel had, I guess, lied about making, I think, having soup or something simple. It was the other day. She had, because she's like resetting and trying to build her mobility up before this Malaysia trip, this supposed Malaysia trip. And I think she had said she had soup the day before, or maybe it was grilled cheese. It was something. And then come to find out, she had a big order from McDonald's. And I was just like, Bitch, number one, why did you lie? You don't have to tell people what you eat. But again, she's asking for accountability. And also, because my friend even said this, like, bitch, how much did that cost? Where's all this money coming from? Is she still paying her rent? Because, like, there's something going on over there that ain't adding up, but eventually it will come to light. Rice Pudine, she knew what she was doing here, in my opinion. Who are you talking? This is my problem with always being behind. And thank you, boo. I have a deeper skin tone. Thank you, Chrissy. I have a deeper skin tone, and I always look ashy when I try blush. What blush do you use? Oh, I got you. It's actually from Juvia's Place. Let this play, and I got you. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let this play, and I got you. Let's go grab that.
That is true. I've seen Scooter engage in some stuff throughout the year.
Like, I don't know why people are making this like way bigger than it needs to be. That is what I feel like is happening. Like, people are making a guy in his 20s who are just flirting. You know, he's looking for a relationship. He's testing out the waters. You never know what you're gonna find. Like, people are taking that and like turning it into, oh, he's a creep. Like, I honestly don't understand it. Maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I'm being gaslit. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I don't fucking know. But I don't think anything's wrong. If I
While this bitch is making excuses, let me just get to this real quick. Makeup talk. real quick. Chrissy, so I use Juvia's Place Blushed Rouge Volume 3. Let me show you. So this, I really hope the camera picks it up. Hold on, let me take this off screen. 1 second. This is what it looks like. And sometimes I mix both of them. When I tell you these pigments will show up and I believe it's beautiful on the skin. I did pick these up too. I haven't tried them, but I'll keep you posted. These nude stick stacks, I picked them up and I want to say it was Klanka who told me about them because we talk makeup too. If it wasn't Klanka, okay, it's one of 3 people and I'm really sorry. If I forgot who. It was either Klanka, sounds like you problem, or possibly Kim. It was one of you guys who told me about these, and I haven't tried it yet, but I plan to. So I got this Pretty Berry right here, and this is and it's magnetic. This color. Wait, did I tell? Oh, this volume 3. This one. Okay, I'm not seeing the color. I'll get back. Oh, actually, no, it's right here. Cherry pie. And I also want to try this. I might do it with a nude eye just in case, because like, I don't know. I've never actually fully gone there. This purple. I want to try that. And this purple is called Boysenberry. And these are the nude sticks stacks. Let me show you the name so you can see why I'm struggling. Oh, it's going to be backwards, but they're magnetic. So I plan to try those probably honestly next week, but this is my go-to, my tried and true. So if you have deep skin as well, you will love this. And this again is the volume 3. And I mix them all the time. But it's pigmented and I think you would love it. And if you're going to try Juvia's Place, I feel like I've talked to you guys about this before. Do not buy shit full price. You don't have to buy nothing full price, especially from Juvia's Place. Either sign up for the mailing list or go on TikTok shop. I think I bought this maybe for $5. If it might have been $3.50, but I'm just gonna say $5 to be safe. TikTok shop or sign up for their mailing list. I get a 30% coupon pretty much monthly. When it comes to makeup, you do not have to buy it full price unless it's like higher end. That's it. But let me see. I'm gonna try to get caught up. Julie Bean. Amber has been a predator since before Libby. And the footage is out there. Shit. And thank you for 9 months, boo. And I hope you saw my response. You're in there, boo. You're in there. I hope you saw my response to your comment. Ammo, thank you so much for the super sticker. Sorry, for the super chat. Amber, oh my God. Did you guys see the super chat? And I have it saved, but someone did call Amber. I think they called her Amber Maxwell. Oh, I was like, and the LCU around there, they don't give a fuck. But Ghislaine eats well. Ooh. I mean, I'm just reading the comment. Thank you, boo. Mercury, spoiler for when it's Chantel's turn for you to make a live, but we got shaky eyes when the possibility of her doing ring light content. OnlyFans got mentioned in her chat today, so 85% confirmed for me. I know I saw people talking, and thank you for the support, boo. I saw people talking about that ring light being positioned over her bed, and she said, ooh, I don't even want to think about that. Oh my God. She said that it had to do with when she's trying to stream from her room or some shit like that. At least that's what I remember her saying. But you know what it is I got to go back and get. And yes, I'm fucked up for thinking like this. I don't care. When she was in the food court, I want to say it was 2 days ago, she got up off the scooter to go get food and she was walking back. And the way, I forgot what we call it, but the hanging fupa part that has been expanding and growing, the way that shit moves, honestly, it has its own pulse, its own heartbeat. Like it might get up and walk away at one point. I feel like it's something that's growing that might need to be studied. And I'm a big bitch. Let me be very clear. I never made it seem like I'm not. I have never had something like that growing on my body, ever. When I tell you I'd be at the closest, cut this shit off before it starts talking to me. Whatever that thing is, it's been growing. And for y'all who don't remember, I have the clip saved somewhere. Back in the day, not Amber, Chantel used to say during sex, that thing would slap her, I think on her thigh or something. So it sounds like balls slapping on the skin, like, or some shit. Like, her words, not mine, y'all. Her words, not mine. I just want to throw it out there. Don't say nothing. Her words. I'm just repeating her words. Julie Bean, thank you so much for the gifted memberships, boo. To the 5 gifted members, welcome. And you do have access to the Discord. Enjoy. Oh, rice pudding. Baby, your wish is my command. Thank you for the support.
Getting a pan full of rices. Please, someone save me.
Got a shopping cart? What the f is this?
You piggy pig pig. Oink, 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 motherfucker.
Pocahontas.
Oink, oink, bitches. Do I look like a giant baby?
You ain't got enough of this fever, I know, I know. Nothing would remain and you don't wanna go, so go. Cause you're picking your place, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you at the end. Don't you know what happens to dreams you don't follow? They crumble. You know I can't stand what you're getting so hollow. So go. Cause you're taking your place, no time to waste. I wanna love you but life doesn't wait. You can't stay here and waste away. You need to taste every mistake, fall out and get up again and again. Again and again and again and again. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up, I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I meet you at the end. No time to waste. I wanna love you, but life doesn't wait. You can see and waste away. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. And I'll meet you up. I'll meet you at the. I'll be with you always. You don't need to be afraid. I'll meet you up. Meet you at the end.
You know what I just thought of? If you go back about 10 seconds when Chantel's dancing like a frog in her kitchen and you notice that mass is not as big, we should come up with a name for that mass because eventually it's going to start talking. Like, you know how Yaba calls her stomach the gunt? We should come up with a name for that growing thing that's down there. We should come up with a name. So by the next Chantel stream, have your names ready. Have your names ready. I'll try to remember to get some names at the top of that stream, but start to have your names ready. We need to have a name for it. Because when it finally comes to life, we want it to come into this world with an identity, knowing that people thought about it, knowing it's going to come to life and eventually start speaking. Not Preston. Oh, I thought Gunther. Oh, Gunther is that? I thought like the Gunt thing was like her stomach, all of the mass. That's what Gunther is? Oh, I need to start paying better attention in support group. My bad. My bad. My bad. You know what? Let's come up with a nickname for Gunther. Yup. Not Chantel Jr. Mercury. Not Chantel Jr. We gotta, because you know how people, things have nicknames. So not Greg. Deborah. Chase. Why? Because of the way it's always moving. Honestly, if that thing on Chantel's Fupa move any faster, we need to make sure they're in the next Olympics. They're in the next Olympics at this point with how fast that thing is moving. Oh my God. See, no, Gunther's ball sack, right? So we're gonna add to it. We're gonna add to it. Us in the support group need to collab on that. Not Ducky saying, Mom, come pick me up. I'm scared. Truly? How do you explain this corner of the internet to people? I understand why y'all keep it a secret because the truth is, how do you explain this shit? How? Something is wrong with us for sure. Something. Oh, wait, where is it? Thank you, Pooh. Gunt hurt. Listen, I just feel like we could do not mini Pondu. Little bit. What about Lil Boyle? Oh, what was the name? What was the name that somebody came up with the Boyle? Oh, y'all was dragging her. Even when we not supposed to be talking about Chantel. That's one thing about Chantel, bitch. She gets dragged every day. Every day. Not Petty Cake saying, I'm going to keep it to myself. You know what? Ooh, Debbie Dangles. Debbie Dangles. Mm-mm-mm. Buddy Boyle. Buddy Boyle, Roxy. And hey, boo. Buddy Boyle. And by the way, Roxy, only because I followed up with like the whole thing with what's his name? Oh my god. The racist one, the one who drew blackface, the Thick Gemini. I had followed up on that. And what I will say, because I don't see it a lot, I did catch up on some of your recent content and the way you're approaching even your past and the accountability and the fact that you're open to hearing a lot of people, especially people that whose lived experience you don't understand. So what I will say on my platform, because I am definitely quick to drag bitches, I want to say I appreciate how you've been approaching some of your past being brought up and how you're taking accountability, even down to, I want to say it was a few weeks ago with the R word and stuff. It's not common. I am choosing to believe you are genuine, especially with how you're approaching it. So I want to say thank you on my platform. Thank you for that. Let's get back into Amber.
Shit, I'd be like, what's up, beta girls? Like, does that make me a creep? Like, I don't fucking know. What I'm more just like concerned with is the fact that Zay thinks she's so perfect, but then does like shady shit like that. Like listening to, it is shady to listen to someone else's phone call. Would I do it? Probably.
Real quick, thank you, Bamboozled. It was Julie Bean, Susan Boyle. That's what it was. Julie Bean, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Icon. I need to remember these things. And when I don't, guess what? My people do. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
But it's like to do shady shit like that and then lie about it, saying she was only there at the end when you know damn well that's not true because there's proof of her talking about her being there for even longer than that, and like she keeps lying and like twisting the narrative and what have you. She like watches men poop on themselves. Like, bro, like you're just fake.
Speaking about things you might need, I heard you're not going to fan camp anymore.
No, I'm not. So I was only going for Scooter. Like Scooter really wanted me to go. Like it was actually really sweet and we're friends and I would have loved to meet him in person. And him and Gigi were coming to get me. That was the plan all along. It was all planned.
I
According to Gigi, that wasn't the case.
said it on Rebel. I've said it multiple times now that I did not know when it was first said. Scooter 100% volunteered me. That was not a lie, so we're not going to twist that. However, once we had that conversation in the private chat that Tech got kicked out of when we went in there, I was looking for minivans. I was absolutely going to help him out. You bet, 100%.
Okay, but in the beginning, you knew nothing about it, correct?
Correct. That's correct, Tina. That's correct. I'm 100% with you. Trust me.
Real quick, Milky. ALR real quick to call people shady when her shadow is goddamn biggest. Facts. Hey, Milky Boo. There was something you said in your stream earlier. I literally had to shut off my vacuum and pause. Like, when you gotta catch your breath because you about to do like a scream laugh. I cannot remember for the life of me because I have a bad memory. Not that it wasn't funny, but Milky, some of the shit that be coming out your mouth, I'm like, Milky, you're still live. You're still live, Milky. Y'all be talking about I paint pictures and shit. Milky be saying some shit, and I'm like, Milky, girl, wait. And if it got me like that, like, oh. But shout out to Milky. Get a couple of my mods. Not that she needs my help in any way, but get a couple of my mods, please. Link her channel for me, please. Just go in knowing. Listen with headphones for sure, and don't be eating because you might choke on something. Just don't. If you listen to Milky, or take small bites. Take small bites. Yeah.
And the minute he said that he quit and he wasn't going to fat camp, I, for myself, felt the biggest relief that I no longer had to go to fat camp. I do want to meet you guys. I do want to hang out with you guys. But no. I don't want to leave my pets for 2 weeks. I also don't want to bring them because of what happened last time, Rarity running away.
Switch
Baby, the next day when the back and forth was going on with Sweet Tea and Amberlynn, and Sweet Tea threw that in there about the pets, I said, oh my God.
fucking topic, motherfuckers.
No,
What's the
I
fucking
want to
topic?
know.
Oh, yeah. Why'd you tell your
Why are
buddy,
you
you
waiting?
bitch? Why'd you take your cat? You can take your cat over to your girlfriend to kill it, but you can't go to fat camp.
And by the way, the topic of her pregnancy and stuff, which is the criticism I feel is deserved, but at the same time, they need to be a bit more responsible with their platforms. Even though, like, don't get me wrong, I was just like, "Ooh, drag that bitch." She should not be getting that upset while being pregnant. And again, the criticism about her still vaping is valid. I feel like for those who don't know, Sweet Tea is several months pregnant. She actually did or said the gender reveal, I think yesterday or today. She's having a girl. And there's been a lot of criticism about that because Scooter told his mom, and then Gidgee ran her mouth. The criticism is valid, and I feel like it's a small sacrifice that someone can make to make sure that their child that they are choosing to bring into this world is as healthy as possible. That is just my opinion. I understand I'm not a mom. I understand I have not gone through that process. I don't understand the struggles. My hat's off to anyone who brings a child into this world, or anyone who raises children, because you don't actually have to give birth to be a parent. But my thing is, it's a small sacrifice that Sweet Tea should be willing to make. With that, this whole back and forth and this circus shit that they do, they need to stop doing it with Sweet Tea. She can't be working herself up like that. That's not good for her baby. If Sweet Tea sat here right now and wanted to argue with me, baby, we're not arguing. I'm not going back and forth with you. You're pregnant. Sorry. No.
Cats are harder to adapt in situations. I do not want to leave them. Plus, I'm fat, and there are things that I have in my home that just make my life easier that I don't feel would be in a cabin at fat camp.
Can you demonstrate how you wipe your ass?
I loved when Fupa Cheese asked this. I knew the answer was gonna be no. But it's something I've said in the past too, especially when Amberlynn talk about, oh, kiss my ass, bitch. Can you reach yours? Can you reach yours? And to be clear, even though obviously Amberlynn's not going to demonstrate all that, if anyone is here believes that Amberlynn can properly wipe her ass, even though she's not as big as her highest weight, you are sadly mistaken. I know for a fact Amberlynn cannot properly wipe her ass. That is a fact. She's not some medical mystery that can do things that other people can't do. No, she cannot wipe her ass. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons why the whole rag thing bothered her. The watch rag thing bothered her, because it was true. Please. But Christine, welcome to the Go Cluster Boo. Welcome. Oh, Rice Pudding, I missed this. Weird of this be to toss around the C word around for someone who has their twat on a milk carton because it's been missing for them. Hold on, let me properly read this drag. Weird of this, I could say the word. Weird of this bitch to toss the cunt word around for someone who has their twat on a milk carton because it's been missing for that long. Yeah, Amber, when's the last time you seen your pussy? Your coochie? Because we all know you can't look down and see it. When's the last time? Thank you, Rasputin. We ain't shit. Let's go.
Like, prove that you can reach back there?
That's weird energy. No.
So you can't reach. Okay.
That's giving like humiliation kinks.
Wow.
I mean, it's not like you're naked. Like, literally just scoot your chair back.
This is when I miss Scooter.
Reach.
Aww. But that would clear out the allegations.
I never really wanted to go, and that's the truth. So.
And that's all that matters. Amberlynn was never going to go. She didn't want to go. She knows she has the safety of being behind that screen, saying all these things, rolling her neck, doing all this, spouting all type of cunts, this, that. Please, in a real atmosphere with people who are just a few feet away, please. She don't got this energy. Let's be so fucking for real. Unless it comes to her girlfriends and the way she abuses them. Outside of that, no.
Do you think the Scooter thing's an excuse then? Because it ultimately it comes down to.
No, it's not an excuse. It was I was only going for Scooter. That was literally it. And now that Scooter's not going, I can finally be like, okay, well, I'm not going.
Should Scooter go to fat camp still? Do you think Gidgey's?
I think the fact that Amber's not going is fucking bullshit. She's claimed she didn't want to go from day one. First it was Mike, then it was me, then it was Tina, and now it's Scooter. Like, she has, the fans want her to go. They want to see that content from her, and she's letting so many people down. She's letting Keem down. She's letting the other host down that wanted to do like fun stuff with her in real life. She's also letting me down because like now I can't go, and I've literally already bought my fucking plane ticket, Keemstar. And you're gonna let Melcifer go, but I can't go because this bitch won't go. Like, that's fucking fucked, dude.
Now, Melcifer, when you and your man.
Real quick, I got stuck on the comment. Thank you, Milky. Notice how Charlie's shoulders don't reach the edge of the webcam. ALR could never. Milky is shady. Thank you. Now, a quick update. Fupa can go because, of course, they did a 300 sub goal to see if she could go. Here's the thing. I think Fupa there was always a 50-50 chance, even though Amber and Scooter aren't going. I think she was always gonna go, but I think they needed to drag this out to pull a goal behind it. One of my biggest criticisms, even though I don't talk about it often, one of my biggest criticisms when it comes to the LCU is the dry begging. It's like, oh, you want us to do this simple thing? 50 gifted members. What the fuck? Why can't y'all just do it? Oh, you want to see Fupa there? Show us how badly you want Fupa there. 300 members. And it's the way viewers are like used to that now. They have been conditioned to accept that. Like, if I want to do content, right? Say if I want to look into something else, a different topic, I'm going to just look into it. I might ask y'all like, oh, is this something you might be interested in? Something like that. But I'm not going to be like, hey guys, if you want me to look into this, or if you want to talk about this next stream, 50 members. The fuck? Or if you want me to do this, a red dono. Or a magenta dono. What? It's so normalized these days. I'm like, people really go for this? That is fucking weird. I think it's so weird and it's so normalized. And I know the TTS plays a part into that, even though like literally most TTSs are very, very fucking annoying, but it's always some type of goal. It's always some type of and I understand we make an income off these platforms. We would like to make the most possible, whatever. But like, it's just weird the way they go about it. And I actually find I'm surprised it doesn't get called out more. I will say that. I'm very surprised it doesn't get called out a lot more. Christine, thank you so much for the support. Longtime watcher from the start. You're doing all work for us. Thank you. Keep speaking for us. Also, you look beautiful as always. Thank you, boo. Thank you. And for real, shout out to y'all who've been around for years, because we've been here for a minute. And the fact that some of y'all been riding with me, some of y'all been riding with me since 2019, which is like, oof. But I appreciate you. Thank you, boo. Rice Pudding. Who would call their elder mother to pick their 500-pound body up and not mention of a stepdaddy? Listen, and no mention of a stepdaddy. Here's the thing. I think, and for those who don't know, Rice Pudding's talking about, apparently the other day, Amber claimed she fell and her mom had to come help her. I think that was just her making some shit up to get conversation going. I really do. Is it possible with someone as big as Amber, again, over 500 pounds? Sure. But I feel like Sometimes they just need something to talk about. That's the other thing. That's the other thing that came out. And shout out to Snow Bear, who brought it to my attention. That Denver dude, one of the things he was like exposing is the different scripts that they have within the LCU. Like he took a screenshot of one of the scripts that Keemstar had sent him before one of the shows, because I think his name is Denver. It's like Denver or Dakota, one of the two. I'll get it because eventually I do want to cover some of that. But he had took a screenshot of one of the scripts that Keemstar had sent him earlier on. I think it was like his first show or something, like where Keemstar really lays it out, like what they're supposed to do. Like Boogie needs to go up there upset. This person needs to respond like this. It's just like, y'all can't just be organically yourselves. Oh, it's Denmark. My bad. Sorry. You saw I was on the money with the D. You know, I was almost there. I was almost there. My bad. It was Denmark. And he was like explaining that, and he put up a screenshot of it. And it's just like there's so much of the LCU that can be scripted. I don't believe every single show is scripted. And I don't believe having talking points, topics you want to cover laid out, organized for you to remember. I don't believe that's a script. It's just what he was showing was straight up a script. It's just like so fake. And that's the thing. It's not even good acting sometimes. Like some of it you could tell is not scripted, but it's just like, oh, exactly. Jack, thank you. Thank you. She goes to the ER for less. She didn't fall. Yeah, I think she just said that just to say something. That part. Exactly. That's my opinion though. Let's get back into it.
Watch the Super Bowl. Does he watch the Super Bowl in the cup chair?
That's why that clip is there. I forgot to mention. So at this point, at least here, Fupa Cheese didn't think, she was going on to Fat Camp. And she was like, Mulcifer needs to go. Mulcifer gets to go. Well, Mulcifer can go because this type of behavior is accepted in the LCU. So that's why it's just like, well, Fupa Cheese saying, how come Mulcifer gets to go? And the reason she says this is Mulcifer, one of the things Mulcifer is known for is this. And for those who have not seen this clip, the voice behind the black screen is a black man. So when you hear this white woman is saying this to a black man.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yo, mama, do you watch them from the cotton fields or?
Whoa.
I already think.
Yo mama was taking jabs at her relationship, possibly marriage, because there's like a more of an open dynamic with them or whatever. Like, so he was like, oh, is your husband going to be watching the Super Bowl from the cuck chair? This white woman responded to this black man saying or asking, will he be watching the Super Bowl from the cotton fields? And that's someone who gets to go to Fat Camp. So Fupa Cheese was like, I can't go, but this bitch could go? Yes. Did you forget who your boss is? When they ask these questions, I'm like, why are you acting like you don't know where you work? Of course you can go. She still works there. A lot of bigots still work there. Shit, Tina still works there. Hello? The fuck?
My fucking plane ticket. I want to go. If Amber doesn't go, if we have another host by then and they don't fucking go, I don't fucking care. I want to go. I already told Tina I was planning to do some fuck shit with Tina for content and fuck with people. Like, it was gonna be so fucking funny. And I feel like I deserve to go.
Hey, how you doing? Look here, Amber, this is what I'm saying about the whole situation. I'm not trying to guilt trip nobody.
Before Tina continues, I want to make sure I grab both of these. Now, one of the reasons why I believe it was so important for Amberlynn to go is because of these back-to-back comments here. And Roxy, thank you for pointing this out. The amount of goals that they'd be setting during Fat Camp around Amber alone, the amount of money that be coming from the goals that they set around her. For example, we all know damn well she would never be around people that she can't boss around and who will make her show her legs. If you don't think Keemstar would pressure, and yes, I'm using the word pressure Amber to set some type of super chat goal around showing her legs if he got her to fat camp, I could easily see it being like something crazy like 50 $20 super chats, or like $50 super chats, something like that. They had plans for Amberlynn. They were going to work that girl. Not saying, oh, she'd be doing like a lot of movements, things that her body can't handle, but they had plans for the goals that they were going to set around her. In this comment here, and thank you again, Roxy. You ain't lying. Some of the shit they make goals for are disgusting. For every $20 or $50, Amber will walk to the door. Imagine at fat camp, they control the angles of everybody, right? They have the camera panned over to Amber. Red donos for 5 red donos. 5 red donos. We will get Amberlynn to do a swimming contest or some shit with so and so. That's one of the reasons Keemstar is mad about Scooter leaving before fat camp. Because if there was any possibility of Amber feeling comfortable enough to go, it was only if Scooter was going. So all the money he was going to make off of Amber mowing at fat camp, he just saw all that fall. Just think about the super chat goals, the membership goals. Shit, they probably would have set like a thousand gifted membership goal to see Amberlynn attempt jumping jacks or some shit, or to watch Amberlynn do a sit-up or multiple sit-ups. That's one of the things that Keemstar's truly upset about. That's why he asked Scooter to stay until April 1st. Because April 1st can possibly still get Amber to fat camp. Keemstar wanted to be able to buy a car cash off of Amberlynn's head if she made it to fucking fat camp. They were going to make a big bag off of Amber. Only Amber would have an emotional support racist. That part, and damn, you worded that well. That part. Thank you, boo. Roxy, I picked it up. I'm with you. I picked it up. Here's the thing, and this is where I guess I'm kind of toxic or whatever. Once I lock in, I start to study like creators. I start to study their environments, the communities and shit. And it didn't take me long to pick up on that. It did not take me long. And I'm like, I hope y'all know this is what he really mad about. Like, so I got it.
But don't you think you owe Keem that, since he gave you a platform to make money when your platform couldn't make any money? You don't think you owe him this and owe yourself that?
No.
Why? He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to give you a place over here.
Because I can make money just from my living room.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're not monetized anymore, right?
No.
No, I'm on this show.
Yeah, because Keemstar helped you get the show.
Yes.
That's what she's saying.
I'm not going.
Well, see, this is the thing about it. I'm not trying to guilt trip you. You're going to make your own decisions. I think you made your mind up when we were told we were going to go to fat camp. You already decided in your head you weren't going to go. What I'm saying to you is, how many times can you let down your supporters who support you day after day after day, and then they want you to go do this big event with us, and you're not willing to do it? You think they're going to keep supporting you, or are you just going to make money off the hate? Be honest. So you mean something you only do for Scooter only? What has Scooter got to do with you doing something for yourself, for the fans that have been representing you for all these years? What has Scooter got to do with that, bro?
So they are asking one of the most ungrateful creators on this platform, one of the laziest creators on this platform, to do something where she's thinking about her supporters, do something that would be more than just sitting in a chair or sitting on her couch. Why would they have that expectation? And this whole idea of like, oh, she should be grateful to Keem. Why would they expect that from her either? Please be for real. Amberlynn has always been exactly who she is. And she looks at herself as one of the most important people in the LCU. And it's partly because of how much they beg this girl to do things, beg her to let's go to fat camp. And then they get, they look forward to her being on, their channels on, say when it's Queens or the other one that she was on. That's part of the reason. She's not going to appreciate shit. And Amberlynn didn't get this far by her supporters. She doesn't give a fuck about them, no matter how small that percentage is. She got this far and this popular by her hate watchers, her critics. Amberlynn rarely thinks about her supporters, the very few she has left. So she doesn't care to let them down. She knows there's going to be, if 5 supporters leave, there's going to be 20 more haters to come in to start hate watching her. Amberlynn also just cares about the money, which is why she's there at the LCU, even though she's surrounded around horrible people. Crystal dumped Amber on April Fool's Day. I didn't know that. I did not know that. I wasn't around during the Crystal era, so I actually didn't know that. Oh my God. I wonder if Amber thought it was a joke. That's not funny. Sorry. Thank you. Christine, I just need to know, how does one at 500 plus crawl out of the shower and call mom? Also didn't know her mom was a forklift manager. That part. I don't believe that story for a second. I really don't believe that story for a second. And you're telling me you fall at 500 pounds, you on the floor and nothing? There's not nothing fractured, nothing. 500 pounds is not small. I know I don't have to say that to y'all, but please be for real. And thank you for the support, boo.
Because Scooter sucks the farts out of her ass, and she doesn't want to go unless someone's there to suck the farts out of her ass.
Well, I'm sure there'd be other people to suck the farts out. I'm not willing to do it, but there'll be somebody there dumb enough to fucking suck the farts out of your ass. Somebody gave you a fucking opportunity of a lifetime. Listen, when I came to the LCU, I came in December.
Listen to what Tina says right here. Bitch, you are part of a cult. She said, when I came to the LCU, I came, like she came during a December. Listen to this right here.
I could not go to fat camp, Amber. My doctor said, no way. You know what Keem said? I gave you an opportunity, life-changing money. You owe me that. And I said, you know what, sir? You're right.
That makes Tina a fucking idiot. If my doctor told me I can't go on this trip and some short fucking insecure wannabe cult leader tells me I gave you this opportunity, you owe me this, bitch, I don't care. You're not my doctor. I can appreciate an opportunity and also say I'm not going to risk my health to go roll around in the mud to be your prize pig. And the fact that Tina actually went to fat camp after her doctor said absolutely not, bitch, you're a clown. Tina's supposed to be this boss bitch who don't let nobody, push her around, none of that shit. She speaks her mind, all of that. And you still went? You risked your health for fucking Keemstar to be a clown on the internet for what, a week or so? You're dumb. Bitch, you're dumb. I wish somebody would please. I didn't show up to work for less in the past without a doctor's note. Shit, I wake up with the wrong cramps. Well, now since I work from home, not so much, but when I had to go in office, if my cramps hit a little too much for me, bitch, I'm not going into work. Imagine for serious health issues, your doctor says, no, you can't go. Bitch, I'm not going. Oh, well, I gave you this opportunity. Well, I'm giving you my answer. No. No means no, Keem. I know over there they don't like to hear that, but no means no. Weirdo. Ugh. Book Dragon, thank you. I signed up here for Sanity, and you are not disappointing me. Thank you, boo. I'm happy you're enjoying yourself. And thank you. I know it's wild around here, so I'm happy you still have your sanity, but I am genuinely happy you're enjoying yourself. Thank you so much for the support. Rice Pudding, Dusty dump on Friday. The 13th, Jade dumped her under fireworks during... Oh my God, hold on. During July 4th, during the 4th, I would not celebrate any holiday. I would not celebrate any holiday if I was Amber. Not Friday the 13th. God damn. You know what? But she deserve it. She deserve it. Could you imagine? And the way I would never tell the internet that. Ever. Oh my God.
There's genuinely things that I can say right now. I cannot have a real conversation because it would be breaking NDA. So I'm just gonna shut my fucking mouth.
You guys got a different NDA than all of us because I'm getting tired of hearing that fucking shit. I mean, I signed NDA too, but I didn't cover all the different things that you guys were talking about. So you guys must got a hell of an NDA. Money. We just weren't supposed to talk about money. But I'll tell you what, Amber, I don't think if I was king, I would never give you another opportunity if you fucked me on this one. That's me. Because that's what he told me last year. Tina, you ain't going? Bullshit. Then that could be suspended for a month because I was not doing what was right for the show either because Mike was going.
Yeah.
But guess what? Not all of us showed up.
Then suspend me, Keem.
I'm not saying he's never going to do that.
That's what it takes. Like, what?
Well, anything you want to say? Last little message. Scooter's watching. If you want to give him a message, that'd probably be nice.
He knows I love him and care about him, and he's a friend of mine for life. And I'm going to be miserable in the LCU without him.
To be fair, she was miserable in the LCU with him there. I mean, if we're being real. I actually want to highlight these two comments from Roxy. I was in the hospital for 3 days and still was expected to work from the hospital bed one of those days. He talked about it on Locale Live yesterday. Wow. I'm so ashamed to even admit I did it. Imagine being in the hospital and being expected to still show up to host in the local LCU. That's why I say this shit is a cult. That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. And that's why I say I hope more people start to leave that place because ain't no way. From the hospital, you are out of your mind. Honestly, Sweet Tea needs to leave before she delivers this baby. Because maternity leave in the LCU, what is that? Sweet Tea needs to leave. And that's another thing. While we're on the topic, Keemstar has Sweet Tea, who is several months pregnant, working on a show that starts at 4 a.m. Someone who is pregnant is working on number one of a very like low tier show where the money's not the same, which was one of the problems that Sweet Tea had. So now her money drastically took a dip, and her show starts at 4 a.m. and she's expected to be there. What? Keep in mind, Keemstar didn't have to move her. And if he wanted to move her for any reasons, yes, it's his company, he could have moved her to a different time slot. He moved Sweet Tea, which he knew she was pregnant, by the way, because that got exposed. He knew she was pregnant, to a 4 a.m. time slot. Sweet Tea needs to get out the LCU before she has that baby. She really does. That's crazy. Because she is pregnant, that's punishment. Exactly. They don't give a fuck about none of that. Because again, this is not like your average company. He could have moved her somewhere else that is more reasonable for what she's going through, what her body is going through, the fact that she's bringing a life into this world. Keemstar is trash. For those who don't know, that stream where they like pretty much solidified like Sweet Tea leaving because she accidentally did something at the end of the stream, it was taken down immediately. I still haven't gotten my hands on it. The reason I wanted that stream so badly was because of Sweet Tea's reaction. She was making a certain amount of income, and just that quickly, it was all taken away from her. And at that time, I'm pretty sure her pregnancy actually wasn't public knowledge, but her reaction in that stream made so much sense because she knew she was pregnant. Viewers didn't know she was pregnant. She was so disappointed because now her money is going down a lot, taking a drastic dip, and she's moving to a 4 a.m. time slot. We as viewers didn't know this because there probably would have been a lot more pushback towards Keem. But you know who did know? Keemstar. And he didn't give a fuck. And I bet you in that moment, he was happy viewers didn't know that Sweet Tea was pregnant. Because if viewers knew she was pregnant, he would have been hearing it. And as much as he wants to talk about be a man, don't be a bitch, don't do this, Keemstar actually folds very easily and he can't actually handle a lot of criticism coming his way at once, even when it's valid. He actually sucks at receiving criticism. That's why I say this whole man, no, Keemstar's a bitch, please. A big ass bitch. But that's just my opinion. Mercury, knowing Dee, maybe he'll make it her live stream. They deliver. Oh my God. Knowing K. Diddy, maybe he'll make her live stream the delivery. Mercury, I didn't think about that. And the fact that might actually be a suggestion just fucked me up a little bit. I didn't even think about that. And that's something he would probably ask her to do. Ew. I really hope if that is a suggestion in any way, Sweet Tea has enough self-respect to say no. Jesus. And thank you for the support, Jax. Thank you. If she goes to camp, property damage would entice. She'd lock herself in the room by day 2. And K. Diddy would set a goal to take the door off. And K. Diddy would set a goal to take the door off and she'll crash out and start throwing stuff. You know what's so sad? Can I just mention how sad it is that we figured out so much shit and we've been watching them for a short period of time? Because the simple fact is that it would definitely be a goal they would set. That's definitely, oh my God, that is so sad. That is so fucking sad. How did we get here? Y'all ever watch any of these locale shows and shit in Discord? We be watching it together. Y'all ever sit here for a quick second and be like, how did we start watching this? We were watching Amberlynn fail diets, be smug over a platter of shrimp, do the same Q&A she's been doing for years, post on her Instagram, and now we watch the LCU. I promise y'all, if y'all told me years ago this is where we'd be, I'd be like, you're right. How did we get here? It's wild. I don't know how to explain. Y'all be saying, oh, like Girl World is a struggle for y'all to explain. But I can't explain the LCU to nobody who's close to me. I don't even know where to begin. Sometimes I don't know where to begin with y'all. I want to say thank y'all for being here. Thank you for tapping in. Set your notifications. It's not, in my defense, before I say this, it's not going to be the Chantel stream. That will be either Monday or Tuesday because I already had this edited and ready to go, but we'll be right back here tomorrow. It's still Amber. No, hear me out. Hear me out. Before I leave, hear my words. It's a Trinity tomorrow because sometimes I hear words and I know I could add in content. So tomorrow is a Trinity, even if you will see one person or two people in the thumbnail, but it'll be related to 3 train wrecks. Because when Amberlynn went live on her channel, she brought up a couple of names and I was just like, oh, let me insert a few clips. So we'll be talking about the trashy Trinity tomorrow. No matter who you see in the thumbnail, it's going to be we gonna travel the world. We gonna be talking about people in the States, people in Canada, and people who travel to Greece. I will see y'all tomorrow. Actually, no, let me not miss this. Christine, thank you. ALR is trash. Always has, always will be. Can you just let us know our king Michael B. Petty? Oh yeah. How our king Michael B. Petty is. He's amazing. He's amazing. I talk to him often, as you guys know. And actually I need to stop repeating that because I get scared y'all gonna figure it out. But he's not active, but Michael be seeing y'all in the Discord. That's all I'm gonna say. But he's doing great. He's doing great. And I'll pass the message along. Thank you for the support. And make sure y'all come in tomorrow because we have 3 train wrecks to cover. It's gonna be a heavy load. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Later, guys.
cocky, but she literally couldn't get enough. I'm losing my mind maybe a little bit. Sorry, it's gonna be fine. I'm manipulative. Okay, keep it up. You already look bad, so I just don't understand. Like, that's not gonna hurt nobody. I'm also delulu. I'm also like fat. I'm also like narcissistic. Like, I'm all the bad things. It's fine. Just come for me. It's fine. Like, I will be fine. Turn down for what? Yeah, for real, for real. Okay.